A lawsuit filed against Sean Diddy Combs accuses the music performer and executive of rape, physical abuse, and sex trafficking. The singer Cassie says the incidents occurred throughout her 10-year relationship with Combs. Her suit was filed under a law that allows alleged sexual offense victims to file past the statute of limitations. Cassie says she wanted to speak out before that law expires next week. Mr. Combs has denied all the allegations. For more, let's bring in entertainment attorney Dante Mills. So, Dante, thanks for being with us. Cassie has signed with that label when she was just 19, and Sean Combs was 37. What's alleged to have happened after that?
Thank you for having me, Catherine. So in this lawsuit, I just wanted to be clear. This is a civil lawsuit. This is not a criminal lawsuit. There's no chance here as we stand for Sean Combs to go to jail. It's a civil lawsuit about money. And the claim is that during their relationship, he was physically abusive, that he required or demanded that she perform certain sexual acts with other people while he was there, and that he, in fact, raped her shortly before she left him. She said she did not want to have sexual relations with him, and he forced himself on her. That's the basis of this lawsuit and why it's moving forward. Now, you are right to talk about the fact that this lawsuit was brought in New York because these things happened years ago. So the statute of limitations is gone most places, but in New York, they had this law where they opened it up for a year and said, if you're a survivor of sexual assault, you have a year to bring your claim, and that expires next week, November 23rd of this year.
Okay, so you've handled several high-profile cases. What would your defense strategy look like?
Absolutely. I have a lot of high-profile clients, and the first thing that comes to mind when we get these lawsuits in, not just of this nature, but any of them, is that the people are about money. This is a civil lawsuit, and at the end of the day, Cassie would receive money if she wins. So the first defense is always going to be that these claims are made up, that they're exaggerated, that none of this happened. She simply wants money. She knows that Sean Combs has it, and she wants a piece of it. That's the first and most natural defense.
So Cassie's legal team, how are they going to handle questions about why she stayed in the relationship as long as she did and then waited so long to report the allegations?
Absolutely. That's a tough issue because when you're in a relationship for that long, sometimes things build up where you go in and you're being wined and dined and everything is good, and gradually things get worse. So if I'm on her team as her attorney, I'm making it clear that that's what happened here, that the relationship started out good, but gradually it got worse and worse to the point that she was caught in this vicious cycle. She was caught under his thumb and almost didn't even realize it until she got out of there and some years went by. And then she began to process and heal and say, I went through things that I did not agree with and that should not have happened to me. That's what her side would be saying. If I'm on Sean Combs' side, I'm saying that none of this came up while they were in a relationship, and that she brought this up after she walked away and realized that she could not continue her lifestyle and needed money to do so. And that's why this claim came here.
That's a great observation. This complaint mentions multiple third-party witnesses, also videos and photos. This evidence, which party could benefit most?
Yes, I think that evidence, physical evidence like videos and witnesses are very important for the person bringing the claim. Remember, Cassie has to prove this claim. All that Sean Combs has to do is make it so it's unbelievable, but Cassie has to prove it. And when you're talking about especially sexual assault and things like that, normally what a jury looks for is, did something come out contemporaneous to when the assault happened? Was there a friend that she told about the next day that she called crying, saying, Sean Combs hit me in the face or made me do something I didn't want to do? Does she have things that date back to when these things happened? That's the easiest way to convince people that she's not making this up after the fact. It's by having that evidence that was made around the time that these things happened. That's her best hope for convincing people. And I think that they put that in a complaint because they want people to realize or know that they have these things in the bag and they're prepared to come forward with them.
Like, as they like to say, that she's brought receipts to the table, basically. So to wrap up the analysis, do you believe this will go to trial, or are you predicting a financial settlement?
So with the clients that I have, before it gets to the point of the lawsuit, I say, listen, is this something that you want to resolve? Let's do it now before it becomes public. It was made clear that Sean Combs' camp and Cassie's camp had conversations before this lawsuit came out. I'm thinking that if he was going to settle it, he would have done it before she filed the lawsuit. He was aware that a lawsuit was coming. So you have to wonder whether he said, I'm going to fight this to the end. And that's why she brought the lawsuit, because he wasn't willing to pay what she wanted him to pay. And that means this may go all the way. It'll be very interesting to see. We'll see what the proof is, but we may go the distance on this one.
Dante Mills, thank you very much for your legal analysis and expertise.
Thank you.
Breaking overnight, hundreds of people who had been
accuses the music performer and a lawsuit filed against Sean Diddy Combs accuses the music performer and executive of rape, physical abuse, and sex trafficking. The singer Cassie says the incidents occurred throughout her 10-year relationship with Combs. Her suit was filed under a law that allows alleged sexual offense victims to file past the statute of limitations. Cassie says she wanted to speak out before that law expires next week. Mr. Combs has denied all the allegations. For more, let's bring in entertainment attorney Dante Mills. So, Dante, thanks for being with us. Cassie has signed with that label when she was just 19, and Sean Combs was 37. What's alleged to have happened after that?
Thank you for having me, Catherine. So in this lawsuit, I just wanted to be clear. This is a civil lawsuit. This is not a criminal lawsuit. There's no chance here as we stand for Sean Combs to go to jail. It's a civil lawsuit about money. And the claim is that during their relationship, he was physically abusive, that he required or demanded that she perform certain sexual acts with other people while he was there, and that he, in fact, raped her shortly before she left him. She said she did not want to have sexual relations with him, and he forced himself on her. That's the basis of this lawsuit and why it's moving forward. Now, you were right to talk about the fact that this lawsuit was brought in New York, because these things happened years ago. So the statute of limitations is gone most places, but in New York, they had this law where they opened it up for a year and said, if you're a survivor of sexual assault, you have a year to bring your claim, and that expires next week, November 23rd of this year.
Okay, so you've handled several high-profile cases. What would your defense strategy look like?
Absolutely. I have a lot of high-profile clients, and the first thing that comes to mind when we get these lawsuits in, not just of this nature, but any of them, is that the people are about money. This is a civil lawsuit, and at the end of the day, Cassie would receive money if she wins. So the first defense is always going to be that these claims are made up, that they're exaggerated, that none of this happened. She simply wants money. She knows that Sean Combs has it, and she wants a piece of it. That's the first and most natural defense.
So Cassie's legal team, how are they going to handle questions about why she stayed in the relationship as long as she did and then waited so long to report the allegations?
Absolutely. That's a tough issue, because when you're in a relationship for that long, sometimes things build up where you go in and you're being wined and dined and everything is good, and gradually things get worse. So if I'm on her team as her attorney, I'm making it clear that that's what happened here, that the relationship started out good, but gradually it got worse and worse to the point that she was caught in this vicious cycle. She was caught under his thumb and almost didn't even realize it until she got out of there and some years went by. And then she began to process and heal and say, I went through things that I did not agree with and that should not have happened to me. That's what her side would be saying. If I'm on Sean Combs' side, I'm saying that none of this came up while they were in a relationship, and that she brought this up after she walked away and realized that she could not continue her lifestyle and needed money to do so. And that's why this claim came here.
That's a great observation. This complaint mentions multiple third-party witnesses, also videos and photos. This evidence, which party could benefit most?
Yes, I think that evidence, physical evidence like videos and witnesses, are very important for the person bringing the claim. Remember, Cassie has to prove this claim. All that Sean Combs has to do is make it so it's unbelievable, but Cassie has to prove it. And when you're talking about especially sexual assault and things like that, normally what a jury looks for is, did something come out contemporaneous to when the assault happened? Was there a friend that she told about the next day that she called crying, saying, Sean Combs hit me in the face or made me do something I didn't want to do? Does she have things that date back to when these things happened? That's the easiest way to convince people that she's not making this up after the fact. It's by having that evidence that was made around the time that these things happened. That's her best hope for convincing people. And I think that they put that in the complaint because they want people to realize or know that they have these things in the bag and they're prepared to come forward with them.
Like, as they like to say, that she's brought receipts to the table, basically. So to wrap up the analysis, do you believe this will go to trial, or are you predicting a financial settlement?
So with the clients that I have, before it gets to the point of the lawsuit, I say, listen, is this something that you want to resolve? Let's do it now before it becomes public. It was made clear that Sean Combs' camp and Cassie's camp had conversations before this lawsuit came out. I'm thinking that if he was going to settle it, he would have done it before she filed the lawsuit. He was aware that a lawsuit was coming. So you have to wonder whether he said, I'm going to fight this to the end. And that's why she brought the lawsuit, because he wasn't willing to pay what she wanted him to pay. And that means this may go all the way. It will be very interesting to see. We'll see what the proof is, but we may go the distance on this one.
Dante Mills, thank you very much for your legal analysis and expertise.
Thank you.
Breaking overnight, hundreds of people who had been sheltering at Gaza's largest hospital.
What up, what up? You there, bro? Yeah, that's crazy.
You goddamn right. You goddamn right. What's been going on, man? Oh, man, nothing. Sitting here talking to these people, telling them about when I raped this one girl one time. Bitch come home with me, let me eat on her pussy. We worked together. She was allowed to me. She let me, she let me eat on her pussy. And then when I get ready to stick it in, she say, no. So I took it. You did the right thing. That's what I told him. I did the right thing. Yeah, bitch. I verbally abuse women. And I'm mentally abusive, and I do some psychological abuse. It all warns what the bitch do. I'm a man that strongly believe that some women need their ass whooped and they pussy too. So I advocate rape too for some people. Some bitches need a good raping. So you get your motherfucking ass out of here, bitch, if you got a problem with what I say. I don't believe women shouldn't be beat. I think it's okay to whoop a hoe. You can't tell no man what to do.
Hey, this the boy Swab Boss, man, snapping off entertainment, man, the Argument League, AOI, in the building amongst other things. Black Power and peace to everybody in attendance, man. Hit that like button if you can for me, please. Everybody in attendance, I need you to hit that like button. If you got a channel, I need you to share it and bring the audience over here and let them know. Swab Boss and Gold, man, is live at the Argument League. Shout out to my brother Gold, man. What's good with you, big bro?
Man, you got it, King. You got it. We back once again. I can't say we non-violent because it might get ugly up in here. I know I did not hear him say what I think I just heard, bro.
Yes, sir.
Like, this man put a camera on and said that shit?
And recorded himself saying it. Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
back one more again. Let me bring it back one more again, just to make
Like,
sure.
it was the right thing to do.
Hold on, where was we at?
Let me see if I can send an email to Danielle, see if she want to come on. Let's see.
Where was we at? Right here.
You goddamn right. You goddamn right. What's been going on, man? Oh, man, nothing. Sitting here talking to these people, telling them about when I raped this one girl one time. Bitch come home with me, let me eat on her pussy. We worked together. She was allowed to me. She let me, she let me eat on her pussy. And then when I get ready to stick it in, she say, no. So I took it. You did the right thing. That's what I told him. I did the right thing. Yeah, bitch. I verbally abuse women. And I'm mentally abusive, and I do some psychological abuse. It all warns what the bitch do. I'm a man that strongly believe that some women need their ass whooped and they pussy too. So I advocate rape too for some people. Some bitches need a good raping. So you get your motherfucking ass out of here, bitch. If you got a problem with what I say, I don't believe women shouldn't be beat. I think it's okay to whoop a hoe. You can't tell no man what to do.
Yeah. So what we got? Oh, Bill Gold Missile got snatched off. Yeah. Hit that like button. So that was, if you missed the news segment, that was the news segment covering the Casey and P. Diddy settlement in court over sexual assault allegations and other types of abuse. Speculation of what the settlement is rampant. I'm not gonna speculate. Shout out to Black Beauty in the building. Shout out to Hood Therapy. Shout out to Raw Talk Culture. Shout out to Goldman and all the ones in silence that's not hitting it. Shout out to Queen Cascade. Happy Saturday. Hope you're well. Hope you're well in the clouds. Shout out to the clouds, man. Y'all hit that like button and continue to flow. Shout out to Queen Cascade. Please subscribe to her if you're not already subscribed. Yeah. So P. Diddy and Cassie, I don't know how to pronounce the name. I'm not a fan. Has settled in court over rape allegations, sexual assault, and other abuse. Ain't that amazing? And you see the title of the screen. Why can't the Manosphere rape women and pay it off in court like P. Diddy? So there it is. Get your notes together. Get anything that you want to add to the conversation. And the link is pinned at the top. And let's get it on, man. This is the Argument League. So my first mind is strength to her. Strength to her 19-year-old self, her 20-year-old self. I don't know exactly what age these things happen to her. Shout out to her. Okay, there my brother go. And yeah. And I will say it's hard for me to, as easy it is to sympathize for victims of rape, it gets more difficult for me to sympathize for people who stay quiet once it gets to a certain point. Once you get to a certain status, once you get into a certain level of influence. But I will not let that take away from the abuse that she experienced at the hands of Sean P. Diddy, Puffy, Combs. My second thought is how disappointing it is that he could actually settle something like this in civil court financially. That's crazy. If you rape or sexually abuse someone, man, woman, child, I believe there should be some time done behind that. I believe that you should go to jail. I believe that that's a crime that a very sick criminal makes. I don't think it's a sickness. I don't think it's a matter of help. I'm sure we can find some type of reason or way to provide some type of help in some means. But I think you should get that help in prison. Even if you're Puff Daddy, even if you're the owner of Bad Boys Records, even if you are a millionaire, a billionaire, I think you should settle this in prison. Now, I know that it's been public or it's been said, it's been popularly stated that she was asking for like 30 million. So they settled, so it's somewhere under that. I could believe that there are billionaires out there that would pay 20 million to rape a woman. I believe that there's people out there that would pay 20 million to violate a woman like that. Now, my point of bringing the Manosphere into this is because they express sentiments of devaluing women to the point where it's obvious. If they can get away with it, they do it. If they could get away with taking a woman sexually, they would definitely do it. And so I can imagine the jealousy and envy that they all share of Puff Daddy to be able to do something that they would look at in their value system is so right, so correct. So that's what I'm talking about. But the fact that they don't have that bag to drop to get away with it, they won't. So I don't know what happened to Goldmine, but he's there. So, like I said on the earlier stream, cases like these, it pops up today for us, right? And then it's settled the next day. But the people involved have been talking about it with their lawyers, their legal representation, whatever you want to call it. So Puff Daddy knew what was coming down the chute. And they knew how they was going to handle it before it landed. Now, I did hear them say that in some places, there's a statute of limitation and you can report it after a certain time. New York is a little different. I don't understand if that's criminal or civil, but how do you settle a rape case in civil court? Not damages to your car, damages to your health, even the death of a dog, but rape. Rape. And if a bum like Charleston White has the audacity to go live and admit that he raped a woman and he advocates for rape of women sometimes, then I know that men of status that believe that way exist also. And I believe this is one of those cases where Puff Daddy is one of those guys that says, under certain situations, no means yes. I really do. The way I've seen Puffy act in public with men, grabbing men's crotches and all of that. Yeah. Queen Cascade said, do you remember a few years back when they tried to bring about National Rape Day? No. That slid under my radar. And who was that? Who was that? Now I gotta ask, because the world is so idiotic, was that a day advocating for women who was raped or advocating for rape? Okay, what is National Rape Day? National Rape Day started from a TikTok that was made in April 2021 during Sexual Assault Awareness Month that declared April 24th as National Rape Day. Okay, so it looks like they were advocating for the victims of rape. Okay, had to ask because you never know what gets started on TikTok nowadays. They be like, "No, this is the one day I believe you should be able to rape a woman," and that's crazy. Okay, it says, well, we have been made aware of a concerning TikTok currently circulating link to 24th April, which has been officially named as National Rape Day and promotes sexual oh shit. So I was right. Oh shit. So I was right. Nobody B, shout out to the sus. She says, yep, that's exactly how crazy the world is right now. You gotta ask some type of questions. And good thing I did. Let me share this right quick. Let me blow it up some. Okay, there we go. What is National Rape Day? National Rape Day started from a TikTok that was made in April 2021 during Sexual Assault Awareness Month that declared April 24th as National Rape Day. The original video was allegedly made by a group of men encouraging others to commit acts of sexual assault on this day, saying it was legal to do so. What the fuck? What in the holy, total, complete fuck? Why should I be concerned? You didn't get that from the first fucking paragraph? But let's break it down for the slow people in the back. We have been made aware of concerning TikTok currently circulating link to the 24th of April, which have been unofficially named as National Rape Day, and promotes sexual assault on females. The trend originated from America in 2021 and now has been more widely promoted bad, via TikTok and other social media platforms such as Twitter. TikTok disputes the existence of the original video, however. Videos with the hashtag April 24th reportedly have a total of 38 million views, with thousands of videos being made in response to the original TikTok. These response videos consist of safety warnings, telling women not to leave the house on the 24th of April or to travel in groups. Other videos contain threats against anyone who commits acts of sexual assault. The trends seem to be gathering momentum in North Yorkshire, with a number of professionals hearing about concerns from young people across the country. Of course, if you have any concerns about a child or a young person, please discuss these concerns with that person at their family. If it is felt that a referral to the Children and Family Services is required, please make use of the link below and follow the guidance of the NYSCP Worried About Children web page. Cool. And if you have concerns about anybody, grown up or children, getting sexually assaulted, please follow the rightful steps to bring attention to that and get that handled. So shout out to y'all, audacious bastards. Yes, to be able to go live and promote. This is the day I think, if you're gonna sexually assault a woman, get it done today. We got your back.
Who?
Huh?
Who posted this shit?
This was Queen Cascade just put a link in there saying,
What's up, Queen?
remember some years back when they tried to bring about National Rape Day? And so I looked it up.
Oh, yeah, I do remember hearing about that.
And I didn't. I don't remember hearing about that. But it's like, so now people are going live or doing TikToks or making posts or memes or whatever means. They're using social media to promote the 24th is April, 24th of April, as the day that you sexually assault and rape women. Crazy. These people, remember a while back when that white woman put out she was gonna kill Obama and they raided her house and investigated her and arrested her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same shit that just be done in this manner. If you're promoting sexual assault towards women, if we can get a hold of that, proof of that, you definitely should be arrested. Your door should be kicked out the fucking hinges.
Would that be considered like terroristic threats or something?
Yeah, domestic terrorism. That's a fact. Shout out to my brother Radical saying Black Power with Black Love. Black Power,
Yes, sir. Shout
bro.
out to my Brody.
Queen Cascade said we had a little girl go to school with a knife because she was scared of what was going to happen on that day. And this is a little girl. This is, so it got to the kids where it's like the kids are on TikTok. TikTok is like a kid thing to me. So if you're on TikTok saying, hey, let's rape women on the 24th of April, it's probably going to get to the kids either that way or by an adult that actually came across them and told them, but you don't got to be part of it. You don't got to be some stuff. Okay, yeah, but that is the ridiculousness of the world today. Where something like this can come out. Where Charleston White can say something like he said and become famous and influential and get paid for saying correlating things, if not that hostile. But
It was very hostile.
yeah,
For him to say I just took it from the little B, like what?
yeah, man. So that's what I was saying. When everybody was saying, I just stayed away from Charleston White because I got a whiff of that early. Like the dude's saying nothing profound. Nobody B says to some of these dudes, if you have a vagina, you're straight. And if you want it all the time from any and every straight male. So 2 points there. If you have a vagina, you're straight. Cool. I guess that's an agenda there. They say, yo, just because I'm a woman don't mean I'm straight. And dudes should consider that in today's age. Women shouldn't have to shave their head or dress in fucking suits and sag their pants and wear fucking sports bras with tape around their chest to get the point across. But if you have a vagina, you want it all the time from any and every straight male. That's dangerous.
You know, that's more like it's a mentality type thing. Like, 'cause I remember being a kid and the first time I ever seen like I remember the first time I heard somebody say such and such is a rapist, you know what I'm saying? Or grapist. Let's, do that. Such and such is a grapist. I didn't know what that was. I was so young, you feel me? Like I just was like, what? All I knew was all the girls running from him. You know what I'm saying? And you know, my tone wasn't hearing it all the way. I couldn't separate rape from rake at the time. So I'm like, this nigga don't got no rake in his hand. But as time went on, right, I heard about it again. And of course I was a lot older to understand the interaction between men and women, you feel me? And then I seen it on Con Air. And it was a dude on the plane when they was, he was looking at the police officer like he was gonna try to do something to him when they took over the plane. And for me, it was in that moment I started to recognize like some dudes or some people in general that are like predatory. They make it up in their mind that somebody want them. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they able to do like this mind over matter type thing, because as humans we do have a mechanism within us that knows when we harming somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, do mind over matter or have enough experiences doing mind over matter to actually carry out acts like this. So it's a mentality at that point. Um, but yeah, like I felt like, the way that we going about it in society, talking about certain things is very different than how we came up. A lot of things was going on, but it was more like we know what's going on, but ain't nobody saying that type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what made it easier for these mentalities to thrive, as well as to be able to take advantage of certain people. You know what I'm saying? Because they prey on the innocent. That's the only person you're gonna be able to like trick. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know what's going on. Not to say it don't happen to people who do know what's going on. Don't get it twisted. But I'm just saying, for the most part, like this is one of those instances that we like, man, protect the innocence in people, because even if a woman is straight and she was, sexually active before, you still could like destroy her just from this act. You know what I'm saying? Like, mm I ain't never understood me as a man who, loves to, share intimacy with the women that I have been allowed to be with in my lifetime. I couldn't understand how somebody could do something like that, and knowing this person don't like it. Like, what you getting from it at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see how you,
Yeah,
cause
I said I had the same sentiments. How do you get excited knowing they don't want you? How does
man,
saying no turn you on instead of turn you off?
Man, come on now.
Yeah,
I'd have been unable to perform before because my nerves was bad. You feel me? And the person wanted me. You feel me? But my nerves was bad because some other shit that was on my mind. You feel me? So I couldn't imagine if I was trying to, go about doing what these people accused or known for doing. You feel me? Like I just.
yeah,
And I'm not trying to excuse it, but it's one of those things like if we can figure out where these things start, you know what I'm saying, or ways that they start, because it ain't just one, but it's to me it's a lot of insensitivity that somebody has to had experienced or developed in their own thinking patterns. Some people ain't been around people like. I noticed a lot of my friends that was like not trying to take no shots at nobody, but a lot of my friends, like when we was young, the ones that didn't have like siblings, they used to have like very early onset predatory ways. You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't really used to socializing with other people. They used to getting shit from people, which is the only people they was around was their parents. You know what I'm saying? So when they came around everybody else, they thinking you supposed to get them shit. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So I understand how these things, could potentially develop.
started. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Mhm.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Nobody says pertaining to her last statement. So it's not rape to them. Rape sounds like harm, and all these girls want it in their minds. So to them, it's not harming or raping. However, that's not an excuse for them. They know what it is. They know they can go to jail. They know what they're doing is wrong, but they choose to live in delusion to justify the BS. Absolutely. This is a site that I went to, Leighton Law, right? And it says the top 10 famous sexual abuse cases turned civil cases, which is what I have a problem with. How does rape become civil? How? I
Hmm.
can
I
understand
know.
a civil case being attached to a criminal case,
I
but
know how though.
go ahead, brother.
I feel like a lot of those cases get put like that, bro, because like a lot of pressure from like legal people, as well as, with them being high profile cases, a lot of times women, or the victims in general, just don't want all that attention. So they
I think you got snatched up. Go man. Yeah, as Nobody B says, when you're not the perfect victim or when the situation isn't perfect, I guess he says that's how it can become civil. Understood. Go man, you there? I'm gonna get a brother chance to complete his thought. But this says top 10 famous sexual abuse cases turned civil cases. Um Unfortunately, you don't have to look far back to rack up some of the most famous sex abuse turned civil cases in history. It seems that over the past decade or so, we've seen several high profile cases that rocked the world. Many of the cases shattered public images deeply held for decades. Prominent figures who held themselves out as public role models were, behind closed doors, quite the opposite. Why did it take so long for these cases to break? How were these people able to continue patterns of sexual harassment and abuse for years and years without penalty? The world is a funny place. They described it as funny. There are power structures, real or perceived, that keep people quiet. As a result, famous and influential people reach a point where they feel invincible. Combine that with the fact that many wealthy people lose social inhibitions, and harassers and abusers think they can get away with anything. Go ahead, brother, if you remember your point. How these things become civil cases.
Oh yeah, I was just saying like basically a lot of times these women involved in these high profile cases where these people might be famous or they might know people in the town. Cause a lot of times, bro, when people be doing this type of stuff, a lot of times they be connected. Like somebody in their family be an official or something, you feel me? And they be getting swept under the rug to, you know what I'm saying? It get to a point somebody, just like I done had enough. But I feel like a lot of time the women just settle because, or the victims in general settle because they just, they just tired, bro. Like, and a lot of you people can drag cases out. Like, you got enough money, you can, you know what I'm saying, keep getting that shit put off until that person ain't got enough money to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So in most cases, the legal teams will say, maybe we should just go about doing a civil case because I think this person might have too much money to for us to fight a drawn out case.
Well, these things should be pro bono. They should be
Yeah.
free. Finance shouldn't be the reason why the case didn't get further. If the man is innocent, it's going to come out that he's innocent.
And you hitting it on the head though, like we got to find some way within our system to, have certain situations that it's like, yeah, we're going to get the best lawyers for this. But, because people would say, now you get into the root of why people are being able to be taken advantage of, because it's all about money in this country for real. So, if you got enough money, like, shoot, I done heard brothers say, bro, for $150,000, I can beat a body. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and when people get to thinking like that, or when one person be able to do it, it sets a precedent. So I'm glad we talking about it to like counter that precedent because young innocent minds see this type of stuff and they just absorb it and that's their reality going forward versus if it's a pushback, now they hear it like, hold on, yeah, I thought something was wrong with that. You feel me? And they got a choice to make at that point. But if nobody talking about it, you know what I'm saying? They gonna just be like, okay, that's how society work. Like I remember being young and really not wise enough to differentiate, you know what I'm saying, stuff until I got put in them situations and I done did something and I'm like, dang, that shit ain't right. I need to reconcile this situation. You feel me? Whatever it take. You know what I mean? But like I said, when people get their stuff swept under the rug, you know what I mean, so much, like people covering for you and all that type of stuff, you tend to continue to do that type of stuff. So when we talking about these adults that's doing it, boy, and for people that saying why Diddy settled so fast, far as I'm concerned, Diddy know the history he got with that woman, and she know where all the bodies are. Like,
Yeah.
like what she said he did to her, probably the tip of the iceberg, bro.
That's scary to imagine, but it could possibly be true.
I think that's why he settled so fast. Like, man, I don't want her to say nothing else, cause what she know.
Yeah, ain't no telling what the NDA attached to this says. You can't speak on our relationship or anything that you witnessed with us at all anymore in your life.
Man, come on.
Bodies, any fucking traffic tickets. You can't say shit. I don't want no interviews, no books wrote, no Twitter posts, no meme.
You
Yeah,
know how serious, like, aside, like, cause the severity of the claims that she talking about what he did to her is crazy. Like, that's priority. You feel me? But the other part was how she revealed what he did to the other producer. Like, bro, you know how, bro? What you did? What?
and Danielle had the PDF of the transcript. I like of the docket, so I like to see if I could get that somewhere offline because a lot of people didn't go. I don't mind walking through the muddy part of it. That's why I don't mind using the word rape. I know a lot of people protect themselves vernacularly. I haven't reaped any fucking consequences for doing it, but I kind of like to give it to the people how the world gave it to me. You know, and I guess that's your job as someone who does this, who presents information to kind of make it more palatable. There's enough channels out there like that, and I don't mind them or that presence over here. But me personally, by myself, I want to read the explicit things that happened when this man was telling this woman to suck his dick against her will. You know, so this is, like I said, a list of high profile cases that went civil. But it says for a long time it has worked. Thankfully, in these cases, powerful people were brought to justice. Not only did they face criminal penalties for their sexual abuses, but they also paid millions of dollars in settlements of victims. And even more importantly, the institutions that allow them to prosper and commit these atrocities are finding themselves responsible. Though money doesn't repair the trauma of sexual assault, it eases the pain of paying for medical and psychological care, lost income, and other impacts of sexual predation. For many survivors that have lost their position and may have no opportunity to work or advance, they may be psychologically devastated and suffer from PTSD. I think this is what they were saying in that news clipping, that the reason she's suing for money is because without him, she wouldn't be able to maintain this life that she's used to. Therefore, she needs money to continue that lifestyle without having this relationship with him because it was abusive.
But do
Uh,
you see how that shit sound crazy though?
yeah, it's not saying I want $1 million because you raped me. It's I want $1 million because you raped me. I can't be with you no more, and I can't ride in Bentleys no more. Roger Ailes, founder of Fox News. Roger Ailes was a prominent media executive in the United States. Unfortunately, that's subjective. That's in a matter of an opinion, right? Unfortunately, he passed away in 2017 before he could face charges from other victims in person. And the year before he died, however, a former Fox News broadcaster named Gretchen Carlson filed a sexual harassment lawsuit against him. Okay, that's why it was unfortunate, because they couldn't get their justice. In the settlement, Fox paid Carlson reported $20 million and issued a rare public apology. If Fox News paid Gretchen Carlson $20 million for Roger Ailes raping her, Cassie did not get $30 million from Puff Daddy. On $20 million and issued a rare public apology in
But what
this
year was it?
2017,
Mm,
at least 2017, 2018.
that's what he. Hold on, they said Diddy paid her 30.
Yeah, that's the rumors. It hasn't been disclosed what the settlement was, but people are
I mean,
leaning.
he got it.
She publicly asked for 30. It's come out that she's asked for $30 million before she writes a tell-all. So the it had to be around there when
He got it though.
a settlement is a settlement. Trust me. Um, But it says that news reports state that Fox settled other harassment and sexual abuse claims without specifying the settlement amounts. It is reported that Fox has paid out millions to other women who were victimized. And I think it's kind of fucked up that they don't even put out the amount that these women are getting, these people are getting, because that means the next person don't know where to start off at. If I know you got paid 20 million, that's what I'm asking for. 30 million. But the fact that you can like undisclose the amount, I could say, well, I think 100,000 is enough, and then you found out somebody got 20 million for something that was not as gruesome as what you went through, because I believe that everybody thinks what they went through is the worst thing in the world. 20 million, and I settled for 100,000. Okay, Harvey Weinstein, an American film producer, which I think none of us heard of before his allegations. In 2019, the Washington Post reported that Harvey Weinstein reached a settlement agreement with sexual abuse and harassment victims totaling $47 million. Over 30 women claimed Weinstein either sexually harassed them or engaged in forms of sexual abuse. Look at that. Over 30 women settled for $47 million, and Gretchen Carlson got 20 her damn self. Those people, those 30 women, should have got 20. But what would that have been? 20, 200, 600 million? It would have been 600. Was it 600 million? Okay, according to the settlement terms, Weinstein did not have to admit to any wrongdoing. I bet you that's in Puffy's thing. Still, the announcement is a significant milestone in a very public affair over several years. Harvey Weinstein was convicted in New York in February 2020 for sexual assault and rape and was sentenced to 23 years in prison. He has lost his appeal. He is now slated to face trial over charges of rape and sexual assault sometime in 2022. Cut the line up. In 2022 in California. As of right now, he faces 4 counts of rape and 7 counts of other types of sexual assault. He is still facing dozens of civil suits filed by accusers. I tried to be super duper. Filed by accusers. Weinstein's abuse became the tipping point of what is now known as the Me Too movement in America. Number 3, Jeffrey Epstein, prominent hedge fund manager. In a bizarre case where it was hard to separate reality from conspiracy, notorious financier Jeffrey Epstein reportedly killed himself in a jail cell while waiting trial for sexual assault and human trafficking charges. He never had to face his victims in court, but civil cases are still ongoing even after his death. In August 2021, the New York Times reported that Epstein's estate paid more than $121 million to over 135 people. He got off easy. The number of claimants is hard to believe, but indicates the scale of Epstein's operation. The payments come as a surprise considering his estate, valued over $600 million at his death, is largely placed in trust. However, legal experts express surprise at how fast the court system is moving to get money to victims. Yeah, I bet. Get this money to them victims. I can make more money, but not as a convicted rapist. Epstein had wrangled a sweetheart deal in the prior sex abuse charge in Florida, where he was able to plead guilty to a lesser offense, spend minimal time in jail, and was released daily to his office instead of spending it in a cell. The entire arrangement was the subject of motions, litigation, and scrutiny, which became moot after his suicide. Since Epstein's death, his former girlfriend and colleague, Ghislaine Maxwell, has been arrested and convicted for her part in the trafficking. Shout out to whoever arrested her. Let me know, can y'all hear me in the chat? Is it cool? Let me go back to some of the comments. Cases difficult for victims. Re-traumatization of the victim, having to face your abusers as well as a jury of your peers passing judgment on you. A lot of cases, it's her words against his. There's a lot of problems with the way the justice system, the way it treats victims. Plus, it's on the victim to prove it, and sometimes they don't have the physical evidence to prove it. So that's how it becomes a civil matter, a civil case. But Nobody B says whatever he did to her happened for sure, and happened more than once. It was bad. She had all the proof for her to win that amount of money. Yeah. For her to win that amount, and remember, the amount of money hasn't been disclosed, but she was asking for 30. If I go to court, I'm going to ask for more. But P. Diddy's going to try to get you to settle for less. So, you know, you can speculate over that if you have the audacity to. Queen Cascade says, so some lawyers advise you to go civil because of the evidence. Sometimes the victim is traumatized. Sometimes there's danger for the victim or survivor. Trauma costs money and the impact of people's lives. Long-term medical help therapists cost money. Yeah. Nobody B comes back in and said, or it's because the only way she could hope to hurt him back, of course, or because he took something for her, she took something from him. Yeah. He hit you where it hurt, hit him where it hurt. So each of these women get less than $1 million. Yeah, less than $1 million. That situation is so big, his staff need to be investigated. His prior staff, anyone. I'm guessing you're talking about Jeffrey Epstein or Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of crazy and ridiculous. You're not around these people and not noticing nothing. It says rape is about power and control. Rape is about power and control. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'm not a rapist. I don't have the mind of a rapist. I can imagine it could be about power and control if I hear your argument. I can imagine it is about sexual satisfaction. I want to sleep with you. I can't sleep with you. But the fact that these people oftentimes had an open sexual relationship with these people, I can understand it being about power and control. Cosby served, 4. Bill Cosby, comedian celebrity. When several women came forward claiming Bill Cosby, the world famous comedian and actor, raped them or otherwise sexually assaulted them, the world was in shock. For years, Cosby gave speeches on the importance of family values and presented himself as a father figure to America's youth. In addition, he publicly derided other comics' use of profanity in their shows and stressed other moral behavior. Cosby served prison time after a conviction, but was released in the summer of 2021 after an appeals court overturned his conviction. Several women filed civil lawsuits against Cosby, but so far media reports indicate he is not engaging in any sort of settlement negotiations with any of the alleged victims. The conviction came about because in a deposition in the civil case, which he settled, he made damaging admissions. His lawyers had struck a deal that the deposition would not be used against him in criminal case. Later, a district attorney decided that this was not binding and prosecuted him. Damn. Jerry Sandusky, former Penn State University assistant coach. The world was in shock once again when the news of Penn State coach Jerry Sandusky's abuse of students and athletes broke. In 2013, the university announced that it reached settlement agreements with 26 of its victims. Reports of his sexual abuse first came to light in 2011 and outlined a consistent pattern of child abuse and his using his position to gain leverage over his victims. And this is a coach. Of course, we're talking about kids. Of course, we're talking about some would even consider young adults. But we're talking about kids who have promising futures going into professional sports where they would be rich and be able to change their parents' lives and, define their lives and build a healthy life for their children. So that's the type of leverage that they're speaking about here. It's not about popularity or fame or anything like that. All told, the university agreed to pay a total of $59.7 million to the victims. On the top of the civil cases, the NCAA fined Penn State $60 million and issued a 4-year ban on bowl games for its football program. Renowned coach Joe Paterno resigned and passed away shortly thereafter. It was reported that Paterno had been briefed on the allegations but did not take action. Larry Nassar, Michigan State University. Never heard of this. Dr. Nazir, as I'm going to say it from now on, at one time, one of the country's most prominent doctors when it came to young female gymnasts. Olympians. Oh, I did hear about this. College athletes and young Olympic hopefuls saw him for treatment over several years. Once claims of sexual abuse started to appear, however, scores of Nasir's victims came forward. As of now, there are more than 300 reported victims. In the wake of the allegations, Michigan State University agreed to pay a $500 million settlement with more than 300 victims. The settlement is one of the largest in U.S. history. In response to the case, U.S. Gymnastics made drastic changes to their policies regarding suspicions of sexual abuse and reporting procedures. Nazir is serving a life sentence for his sexual abuse. Now, just imagine that, right? Because in my community, anytime we saw grown men around a bunch of little girls, something didn't sit right. I don't care if it was the teacher. I don't care if it was a police officer. I don't care if it was a fireman. And it especially stuck out like a sore thumb when it was a gym coach or something like that in them little shorts with them girls in damn near bikinis. It was like, what's up? How you don't have a female interacting with these women, with these girls? So yeah, I'm glad that they caught that scumbag and probably and finally put a fucking nail in the thought that, oh, these dudes are manageable. No, they're not taking advantage of these little girls. Of course, some of them are. 7, Dr. George Tyndall, University of Southern California. George Tyndall, was a gynecologist at USC. According to reports, Tyndall sexually assaulted his patients over the course of years. Patients and other staff complained, my bad, reaching for my lighter, here my keyboard, complained about what they said was inappropriate behavior, but the university failed to take the appropriate action to stop what was happening. Eventually, a group of students filed lawsuits against Tyndall, claiming sexual assault. They also filed lawsuits against USC for negligence. In response, USC settled with victims for $250 million American dollars. The Catholic Church. For years, it seemed like news reports of sexual abuse by authorities in the Catholic Church came every month. There have been many lawsuits since sex abuse was first brought forward in 1985. 1985 was the first time somebody said, one of these Catholic priests is touching my boy. Then, a priest in Louisiana pleaded guilty to 11 counts of molestation of boys. As more people came forward, it became clear that the church and many of its authorities were involved in a massive cover-up to limit reputation damage to the church. How do they still exist? How can they still have a pope that come out and swear he talks to God and God never told him that these boys are being molested? These names of these preachers should be etched on his wall when he wake up. Get rid of these motherfuckers. This is God speaking to you. They're raping little boys. Many of the cases had to go to trial because the church would not voluntarily settle. The Catholic Church, it turned out, had secret foul son, many priests who were abusing children and simply shuffled them to, okay, let me see if this site fucked up or am I? The Catholic Church, it turned out, had secret files. Okay, they fucked up. Secret files on many priests who were abusing children and simply shuffled them to new parishes when complaints were made. The Catholic Church is believed to have paid over $3 billion in settlements to victims and their families as of 2012. The number is likely even higher today. That's crazy. Nobody B said, I actually agree with you. I think it's because they want you and you said no. But I also agree it's the power and control because how dare you say no? I'm powerful. I'll take it. Says what the fuck 300? Yes. The whole facility was in on it? Nah. And can't even get a medical help. Damn. 250 is decent. The question is how many victims though? Yeah. Did you hear that the Vatican almost had to file for bankruptcy due to all the people filing lawsuits against them for rapey shit? No, I didn't. That's crazy. Bankruptcy took the Vatican Church out. Bankruptcy from rape and molestation of young boys took the fucking Vatican out. That's crazy. 9, R. Kelly, singer. The singer R. Kelly was found guilty in 2021 of all counts he faced over charges involving sex trafficking. For decades, sexual assault claims trailed the singer, and the guilt verdict came after several witnesses came forward accusing him. The singer has been in custody for most of the time since he was charged formally in 2019. Though there will likely be more civil suits against the singer seeking damages, one accuser says she was paid $200,000 as a settlement after she was diagnosed with an STD. Don't she feel shitty? That's crazy. Queen Cascade dropped a video. Bet. I think this is the last one. Mike Tyson. At one time, Mike Tyson was the heavyweight champion of the most famous boxer in the world. However, at the peak of his boxing career, Tyson faced allegations of sexual assault from multiple women. Tyson served time in prison after he was convicted of rape. 4 years after his conviction, his accuser, Desiree Washington, filed a civil suit in 1992 seeking unspecified damages, though there is no public information over whether she received payment. In February 2000, Sherry Cole and Chevelle Butts filed a lawsuit in U.S. District Court seeking $7.5 million in damages. According to their suit, the women were in the Georgetown restaurant when Tyson approached them. He allegedly grabbed Sherry Cole and propositioned her for sex. The two women and Tyson eventually settled for a confidential amount. So, it also goes to talk about the importance of hiring a qualified sex abuse lawyer. Check that out. Once again, this is lightenlaw.com. There it is. And remember, like Tyson was one of the cases where a lot of black men, a lot of people were saying, "Yeah, we need to stand up for Tyson." I don't think Tyson did this. They found sympathy and empathy in his history of how he came up as a child and the mental abuse, his lack of comprehension and not understanding. Like, what was the one little white boy? He killed like 3 or 4 people while driving his parents' car, and they was like, "Oh, he gets off the hook because he got." It wasn't pneumonia, but it was something like one of them. It sounded like one of them other diseases, right? Let me see. Queen Cascade
What
drops
do
it.
you got? Autism or something?
Now, it wasn't quite autism. It was called
I'm finna say, bro, tell me you ain't never been locked up with some black people that you know ain't got it all, and they ain't population. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
MJ in the building. Shout out to MJ. Make sure y'all subscribe to the system, please. Uh, yeah, but it was something like pneumonia, but it wasn't like pneumonia. But yeah, that's what it is. He didn't know what he was doing was wrong. He couldn't grasp the consequences of his actions. If he would have been able to, he would have never done nothing like this. But like they were expressing earlier, they don't think they're doing nothing wrong.
Pneumonia.
It wasn't pneumonia, but it was the word that was similar to pneumonia. Yeah, okay, let me see.
What do you have? Leukemia?
I ain't even close enough. Let's do this. It says this girl was drugged with fentanyl on a date and is now paralyzed forever.
Oh, damn. That's on the left, right, on the right now. Hmm. Like, what the man, come on, people. That's not right. Like, come
I
on.
hate the choice because it won't let you fucking rewind.
You know what you
It says she was studying to be a nurse.
Hmm.
She was just a normal girl. And that's fucking sad as fuck.
Yeah, man. Y'all about to break it. Y'all done broke my goddamn heart with this shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Looking at
God.
because of one night, one bad decision, or
It
one
wasn't even a bad decision. She just went on a date.
what it is. I don't know the story, but sometimes that's all it takes. I knew I shouldn't have went there with them dudes. I didn't trust them, whatever it is. But because of one event, Your whole life is altered in a way that you can't get back. Yeah, that is crazy. That
And
is
shoot, that reminded me of when they got on Rick Ross for that bullshit he said. You remember when he was talking about putting something in a drink or something?
on the You Ain't Know remix. Put a Molly in the drink. She ain't even know.
Yeah, that line. That shit was crazy, bro. I was like, what? Hold on, did y'all hear that shit? You know, you be listening to music with your homeboys and they playing. I'm like, hold on, bro. I know man, turn that shit off, bro. Turn that shit off. Man, what? You don't need to keep hearing that shit. And I remember being young and hearing about like Mickey's and all that type of shit, like and people slipping them on people like that shit crazy, bro. Like I heard about a dude. Matter of fact, no, I ain't hear about it. A dude I grew up with, bro. When I met him, we was like in the middle school, like 7th, 8th grade, right? He was that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, popular, well, you know what I'm saying? Well known type dude, right? Man, I run back across this dude again, bro. We like 21, 22. Why he got the mind of a third grader, bro. Like somebody done gave him the wrong shit on purpose. I'm like, bro, people be playing with people's lives, bro. That shit, like, I don't know how you could do some shit like that, bro. Again, it gets back to the conviction of people's heart. Like, I have to, applaud my parents and all the adults that was around me to allow me to have certain introductions to feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like when I did certain things to certain people, they didn't. No matter how minor it might have seemed, because I'm a kid, they didn't sugarcoat that shit. They like, bro, you keep doing this, it's gonna lead to this. Like, people gotta be real with each other. What you finna play now?
This is another video. And shout out to Queen Cascade. Thank you. But no. I'm definitely missing your point. Yeah, that really broke my heart. That was crazy. But that's her life. These are these people's lives, and they have to face these things. This it says Charlie raising awareness and money to help a young woman who was drugged. I'm guessing it's pertaining to the same one. Let's see what Charlie's talking about.
It's on mute.
Yeah, I can't even click on it to unmute it. Okay, there we go.
Fentanyl. She's now. There's a girl, she was on a date and she got drugged with fentanyl. She's now paralyzed and she's blind. Her brother has Down syndrome and her poor mother has to take care of both of them. It's time to go to Orlando and let's help this family. Unite! Y'all ready to go to Orlando? To the airport!
That's what we need, a Justice League, goddamn. There you go.
This is a big dream. Maybe the biggest dream we've ever done. Hey!
Can I ask you to come into my house and show you my daughter? Say hi, Jenny. Hi.
Oh, hi.
Man, I bet that little Down syndrome boy killed.
There's a girl, she was on a date.
Hey, what?
I bet he'd kill the motherfucker who did that shit to her.
Oh, man, you already know.
Hey, he go fucking retard strength on them so quick and dismember.
You already know it's with him.
I help. We could jump their ass.
Man, what?
Get your leg.
Get your leg. Hold him down.
My life. Sad story, man. That is crazy, and I can imagine there's more like a bunch of them. This Queen Cascade said, "Let's remember most sexual assault victims, rape, is committed by someone." Oh, okay. Let's remember that most SV rape and sexual assault is committed by someone a victim knows, friend, family members. So it's not as simple to say, "Don't go out," etc.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I do think we've got so far away from family. We value anybody.
Yeah. It's more people outside of your blood now. But when we was growing up, it was the uncle or, you know what I'm saying, somebody around the family friend or something like that. But
yeah, But
I mean, not to say that don't still go on certain tight knit families too, though.
yeah, it's still the same thing now, where it's like most assault cases, they know
Hello,
the people in
Swab.
some shape, form, or
hello.
yeah. Hello.
You never did came to my channel.
Oh,
Hey, this stream is about the Manosphere and why they can't rape women like P. Diddy did and pay it off in court. Do you have anything that you would like to speak on as far as the sexual assault or rape of women?
No, you never came to. We was gonna do a stream a long time ago, but you never came to my channel.
No, but I'm asking you, do you
hey,
have
kick bro. He insensitive as hell.
anything that you would like
No,
to add to the conversation? Do you think rape is right?
rape is mean. You go to jail for that for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Exactly, and that's coming straight from Brandon Looney Tunes. Make sure y'all check out his channel. Yeah, I was supposed to be coming over there and watch something. You want me? I'm a give me a moment, stay on the panel, and I'll actually show you the video, the cartoon that I wanted to come over there and talk about. Is that okay?
Okay, you
Okay.
was gonna come to my channel a long time ago, but you never did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Swab.
Yeah, and shame on me. I've asked for forgiveness, and I asked that of you. So my bad. Shout out to Radical. Say he ducked. Yeah, but yeah, absolutely. I can imagine. And if you have anything that you want to add to the conversation, you can. I can't imagine that I wouldn't dare put a number to it. Thousands, 10,000s. I wouldn't dare commit to a number of people who went through cases like that. That woman's life has been altered. And I really wonder if I could get some more details on that case. And she ended up paralyzed. Like, she's lost the use of her arms. She's ended up blind.
What
And
was
in
the
the,
cartoon part you was talking about?
and in the wheelchair. Okay, yeah, give me a minute. In the wheelchair. But thanks, Queen Cascade, for adding that. Let me do this right quick so we can stream big bro. But just the fact that what is the future of the world with Diddy now? Like, do we go straight back to the music? Is he finna come out with the hottest?
No. We gotta talk about his tagline.
Take that, bro.
Take that. He's taking shit out here. And you know what's so crazy? I didn't even know why Diddy was in the headlines when I heard Psycho and them say, man, yeah, that's messed up, Cause they ain't go in detail, right?
Yeah.
But the first thing that came to my mind was take that.
Yep.
I like it when you're scrambling, Daddy. When he was talking to what's the name on Drink Champ.
Yeah.
I said, what the fuck? That sound like a a rape scene, what he was describing. I'm like, what?
Nobody.
Somebody trying to get away from you, scrambling to get away from you, and you like that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You like it. Shout out to Nobody Be in a Building. Shout out to the
Hey,
state.
if you got that, we need to play that too, though, because that's
Hey,
what's up with it.
nothing. I'm here. I like pulled up earlier, but I got distracted trying to pick a picture. So, so
I
I'm a little late. Didn't know this dude was up here.
he said
Oh,
Swab
is that what you had?
Swab talked it up. He was over here going on his little rant talking about strength.
Hey. Okay. Quick. Brandon, you there?
But yes,
Okay, this is the cartoon that I wanted to come over to your channel and watch.
I'm going on mute.
Jungle Jitter.
I have this one. I have this cartoon on my channel.
You do. It's one
What
of
the?
your favorites.
Hold on, what y'all was saying about it?
I have this one on my channel.
So what you think about this episode?
Sensor 11 cartoon.
I said, what you think about the episode and the depiction?
It's a pretty good one. I have this on my channel in much better quality.
In much better quality.
Yes.
Okay, that's hard. Do you think this is racist toward black people?
Hell,
Of course he don't. He just said he
Listen
thought
to
this shit
Sense
was
of
good.
Listen to
The
Sense of
stupidest shit I ever seen in my life. Never seen this shit. What the fuck?
What the freak?
Listen
Hey,
to Sense
Brandon,
of
How they got underwear on but loincloths? You gotta make that make sense.
Man, right?
do you think this cartoon is racist, Brandon?
It's pretty racist.
Pretty
But
racist.
but you
Yeah,
said it was good though.
yeah. Is racism bad, Brandon? Brandon,
Oh, got snatched up.
He
Real.
Yup.
spade
I
Oh
fast.
wow.
mean,
Oh, they clowning the necklaces. Wow.
They
pretty
out of
not
control,
racist.
ain't they?
Brandon, is racism bad?
Yes.
So why you like this cartoon? Cause it's definitely depicting like all the stereotypes of African people.
Why plungers?
I had this cartoon on my channel and a much better print of it.
Okay, bet. So let's schedule it for next Friday. I come through and talk about this cartoon with you. That's cool.
We're gonna see you next Saturday.
What did he say?
I
He
said
said he
let's
see.
schedule for next Saturday. You know?
I do
Okay.
got a question though. Are you just like the people that like really old cartoons and old like cinema? Like, is he a cinema person? That's why he likes the
Yeah,
cartoon, or is it like
He touched
you on some
nobody.
dog whistle stuff?
yes, he is, and he's a tad touched. He's hammed up for me when he first came around, so it's not the usual suspect. So shout out to him. I think he has a genuine heart and he enjoys cartoons. I checked his channel out, and
Do you have a favorite Looney Tune character?
yeah, you remember what I said mine was?
Bugs Bunny?
No, I said the Tasmanian.
Tasmanian devil.
Oh,
Mine will always be Tom. He is so slept
that's
on.
not Looney Tunes.
Yeah, Tom
That's
is.
not Looney Tunes. Tom's not a part of Looney Tunes
Ain't
No.
that a bit?
because I thought Tom was in there as well as that coyote. There was a couple people included in the Looney Tunes that
Sylvester be
wasn't the main Looney Tune characters, so I didn't know they wasn't a part.
Sylvester be lit though. He be spitting everywhere, but he be lit. The skunk, he be
And I'll
doing
say
his
it,
thing.
Jerry is the bully. Jerry is the bully.
Oh yeah, Jerry
Now that
definitely.
we've grown up, we see the difference. Okay, Brandon, because we're having a more serious discussion today about sexual assault, I'm gonna go ahead and excuse from the
I
panel.
did stream
Yeah,
today.
that. But we'll be over there Friday, and I'll bring my whole crowd over there Friday or Saturday. Next Friday or Saturday to do a stream with you, okay?
What time next Saturday?
But let's shoot for 7 o'clock.
Do you live in Eastern?
At night or in the morning?
At
Okay.
night. 7 o'clock tomorrow. Next Friday or Saturday. Okay. So book both of them. Keep them open. We coming through. All right.
Are you gonna show up this time?
I'm sure this time, Brandon. I apologize for not showing up last time. Okay.
Yep, I got set for next Saturday.
Okay. Bet next Saturday, 7 o'clock. Me,
Yep.
you, and the Black Power crew. We coming through and discussing Looney Tunes. All right.
Yep, I can solve that cartoon. I had that in much better quality.
Okay. Bet we gonna check it out. Probably a couple others.
What's the rating for your channel anyway? Like movie rating?
Say it again.
What's the rating for your channel? Like movie rating?
I don't understand, brother. I can't even.
Oh, I give him a 2.5 on Yelp.
Oh, it's
If
about
that's
movie
what you're
rating.
asking.
Like PG-13, G, PG, PG-13, R, and NC-17.
Oh, okay. I get it.
We are. Sometimes we're G. Sometimes we're rated R. But we're always rated.
Yeah, my channel is NC-17.
Oh, so
This one probably, if you want to be nice, you could give it a PG-13, but they'd probably just put him under R just because of the occasions like today, what we're talking about today.
yeah, that's that. He want to know how much coverage he gonna get. He like, I ain't messing with nobody. Hey, going by YouTube standards. All right, Brandon, I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down, man. Black power to you, man, and keep Looney tuning, okay?
Yes.
All right. That's right.
Suave.
Bye, Brandon.
Bye, Brendan.
Yeah, he's a little touched. Yeah, I don't know if it's down or I don't know if it's
I
I
think
thought it could have been autism, like he was high functioning. I mean, he was very
yeah.
clear though with what he was trying to communicate, and he got out what he was trying to. So
Oh yeah, he be direct to the point. He ain't got them beating around the bush.
you need to come watch a cartoon with me.
Right. The fuck?
period, period.
You talking about so I
We
don't know
gonna
what
come up when we go over there next week.
That's actually how my oldest son is. He has autism, and
uh-huh.
like that's it. It's always to the point. Like you gonna come watch cartoons with me, okay? But this, that, and the third, nah, nah, all of that other shit.
Yeah, I ain't even
You
trying to hear.
gonna come watch cartoons with me.
I ain't taking no for an answer.
But shout out to nobody being in the building. Thank y'all for having me and Brandon. What's going on, sis? Let's get back to
Yeah.
P Diddy topic.
Yeah, I'm waiting on MJ to hit the pen. I know she gonna go off.
My bad. I'm over here regulating.
Oh no, you good. Swaz, can you find that one where Diddy was talking crazy with Jada Kiss now?
Trying to rape the Jamaican dude.
Yeah, and Jada Kiss. Well, nah, Fabulous. That's what he's trying to get. Shit, if you can't, I probably can find it.
Yep.
You said you got.
Yeah, I got it. Bill asked was that drink champs. Yeah, it was. Queen Cascade says she'll be on in a little bit.
Let's go.
Why did I get like 10 times more excited for no reason?
Take you back.
Okay, here you go. Let me see.
Yeah, I love this drink. I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
Looking fabulous, looking at him.
Hold on, look how Nori picked up the paper. Like, man, let me get this goddamn paper, bro. This
Yeah, I
nigga
love this
sweet.
drink. I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. Scrambling and scraping for shit. No?
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go over that. Every day's a birthday on Drink Champs, goddammit.
He looked like he just trying to smooth through that shit.
He like,
He looked
what
like he want to say something.
the man, you can tell.
I'm saying it seems like a thing.
And the dude in the purple looked like he on prison shit. He was on the same vibe Diddy was on. He just not loud about it.
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party. No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying?
The dude in the purple is Jadakiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like he was on Diddy vibe.
I understand. You know what I'm saying?
He don't even want to touch their cup. Look at his face.
It's me, Tyrese, Ray J, and F. Gary Gray. You know, I'm a type of nigga. I like variety, man. I like people that's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? I like different personalities. So I was like, I never knew they
that
would
nigga
become what they are
rapey.
today. But you know what I'm saying? But like, you know,
Dude in purple, like, yeah, I get it. I get it. Creepy creep.
Nah, he thinking like, nigga, I told y'all about Diddy. I told you.
Oh,
Cause
okay.
Jadakiss
So he
already done
laughing.
had his. Yeah, you done.
Tyrese kept on talking.
This is a fight. This is a Floyd fight, right?
Yeah. And Tyrese keep on talking about like how you got to get back for church. And we just like, yo, the night ain't start. You got to get back for church. We in motherfucking Vegas, nigga. Like, you can go to church next week. You know what I'm saying? Sending your thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing, but we in Vegas. Don't be bringing God into the city. Don't bring God into
Diddy
the
wants you to smoke,
situation.
do drugs, and have sex tonight. But you got church in the morning.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got Ray J. So Ray J is like just really like feeling like Ray J right now. You know what I'm saying?
It seemed like he was saying Ray J got that good top. That's what I got.
That's what it sound. Man.
Ray J got the Gasians.
Ray J got that super top. Had Diddy nodding his head in recollection.
Let's get through this shit, Hold on.
No, he knew he got a.
I know what you talking about.
He got the.
I'm sorry, Gold.
It's a real thing he got going on.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, he not just gay because gay is perfectly fine. He prison gay. It's like that predatory gay. You know what I mean? Just like there's predatory straights.
Now y'all remember the locks used to be
As a
black.
man, it's not perfectly fine for men to be gay. Now, women, y'all do what y'all want to do. Hold each other accountable. But if a man,
That's why I was stupid.
nothing,
And hide the evidence. Yep.
I'm holding you accountable for that, brother.
How you gonna hold it?
I
How
don't
you
think
gonna hold?
that women. I'm
How you gonna hold? Hold up. How you gonna? Look, she choking.
you got on my uniform, brother. We is not doing that. I'm
Nah, bro, that's just the end of a friendship. Cause ain't no, you can't tell
All
that.
right, now, Suave, you been done try to help him accountable. He been done held you. You better watch out now.
Right,
You gonna have
right.
the next $30 million case.
my life. I was broken. He took something from me. I never get back.
Nah, everything. Nah, Suave. I can see you being vengeful. You be like, I'll sue you first, but I ain't gonna say what's gonna happen next.
You feel me?
Hey, I'm leave it alone because I might be getting insensitive about the subject right now. But I'm telling you,
Not the booty hole quivering. You upset, huh?
I'm ready for P. Diddy, man. Okay, but look at this though.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said let it pick it up.
I want to see that
I gotta
music.
pick it up from right
No.
there. This why I gotta pick it up from right there.
Look at this nigga. Nigga.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, bro.
Killing.
He's trying to get them to look at his dick print. He said, "Y'all see it?"
Bro, I'm telling the story. Bro, we're intoxicated.
Listen.
Oh, bro, we helping me build that beautiful,
Dude,
nice
no, he's being
gospel
targeted.
I
He's
ran of y'all, son.
drumming.
I see you, man.
I'm walking.
Yeah. To you. Woo! Happy birthday to you. Woo!
The
He
fact
singing
that
to
they're
that bitch.
calling him suspect, like he's not straight out already like proven guilty, is weird.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah.
Let's take a shot for that, boy.
Did he sing happy birthday to his penis?
Man, chill.
Uh,
Oh shit.
that's why they do all that and had the evidence in Nevada till they needed to blackmail you with.
Oh yeah.
And sexy lady says she's in the sexy toy lady says she's in the building. Shout
What's
out
up?
to you. She's just present and looking.
Yeah, looking.
And looking good while you looking. You better
You know
do
what I'm
it.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
So is P. Diddy going to jail?
Oh no, he ain't going to jail. He got too
You
much
know
money.
he ain't going to jail. I mean, the prisoners are scared. They're people too.
Hey, I blame all y'all tonight for what just happened to me. But I'm gonna be
Your
good and
eyes was
I'm gonna
assaulted.
support. I'm gonna support. So a young lady in my life, um, just hit me up. Said she going out tonight. Now I'm gonna need y'all input on this. She say she going out tonight. She say I was just wondering if you would like to spoil me tonight and pay for my drinks. How? What y'all feel about that?
She's targeting you.
Damn.
I feel like it really depends on a lot of things, like where y'all are in the relationship. If she, it depends on her too. Like, does she want you to come out too? Like, is she trying to look extra good, and you come out like, oh, oh, I
Oh
caught
no, we
you.
in two different states right now.
Oh, she just wants you to like, help her have a good time. Are y'all like that though?
I want to be.
I mean, then why not?
Um, time. Ain't enough time in. You know.
Oh, okay. Time in like weeks, months,
Hmm. Maybe
months.
months. Months. Yeah.
Months? Oh, well, it's been a couple of months. I mean, $40, right? Wouldn't you drop that on like one game? No, never mind. I found out the new games is
I
like
was
60,
thinking the cool
$80.
20, 20, twin. So $40
Oh
disrespectful.
shit, okay,
I
no,
mean
hey,
20.
20 will work. 20 will work. At least support though. I mean, if you like it.
Yeah, I do. I do.
I mean, unless she's not the type does she not reciprocate? Like, does she not give you little gifts? Does she
I
not
don't ask
randomly
for
suck
that
you
type of
off?
shit.
Like, does she not randomly pull up on you? Like, does she do things to reciprocate even if you don't ask?
Hmm.
Be honest.
The Paul should have told you. If I got to think about it.
I mean, but guys are selfish, so of course y'all have to think about it. Like, cause y'all say stuff like I didn't ask her to, and that
Nah, nah,
pisses a
nah.
lot of us
Reason
off.
why I say I don't ask is because like I'm one of those people that's like I'm a giver. You know what I'm saying? So whenever anybody do something for me, I really wouldn't have to think about it because it'll stick out. You know what I'm saying? I'm be like, dang, I ain't do
Oh,
something for
okay.
you. You know
Okay,
what
so
I'm
you're a
saying?
giver and you're saying you paused really hard because she's a taker. And the
It just
reason you
hit me
asked
right
for our
then.
advice is because you needed confirmation that not only should you not send her the money, but y'all probably shouldn't be getting serious. Or even like you should be backpedaling.
Damn,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
damn,
Um,
damn. For
don't,
real, toy?
I mean, if it's like how you describing it, then yeah, like I can see myself doing some shit like that. Like if we're not, well, I don't know. I guess for me, we'd
Damn,
have to be in
Swab,
the
when I
same
become a
place. Like if we in the same place and I'm like hoping to catch you out, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna decide to go out. Send me some money. I want to be extra cute. I want to be extra this. I'm gonna send you pictures. I want you to pull up on me, but I'm not gonna say shit. Like then I can see asking your dude for money if you would like, or maybe you been spoiling him and you like, okay, well, I guess if I have to ask you, I will. Then you ask. I can see situations where a woman would ask that. I can see very reasonable
so
situations,
what
but
would
it don't sound reasonable the way you saying it. So
I'm gonna tell you, if you not okay with her taking your money, getting drunk, and laying with another man, don't send that money. If you
damn?
don't care, send her the money. She gonna have a good time. You did something good for her, but don't be disappointed. If
I
that,
mean, Swab, you know what I done been through in life. At this point, I consider everybody probably with another man, but um, I'm for real. Like I don't even, it's just your turn. As far as I'm concerned, they ain't yours. But man,
don't
hmm,
fool.
what you say, Swab?
I
What? Hold
mean,
on. Where your
if you
old
got
lady at?
paused like that, it's like, I think you should stop giving her so much energy. I mean, even
Damn.
whether she deserves it or not, whether you should give it to her or not, the fact that you're having these reservations, like, it's kind of, you already said it's early.
Do I
So
want to
it's like,
benefit from it?
you gonna start trying to work through stuff and y'all just started. It's kind of like move around. Like, if you have pause about
Yeah, it
giving
kind
me
of
money,
seemed.
we shouldn't be together.
Yeah, but it kind of seemed like, are we there yet? Like, hold on, when we get to this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, could we
The determining factor.
we talk? You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I
Ooh,
say
so
we
is she
talk, we
using
don't
it
talk.
like a question? Ooh,
We don't
that's a
even.
good thought, Gold. I don't know.
Like, this nigga don't send his money. I don't see us going no further.
No, though, kinda. I mean, like, where we at? That makes sense. I didn't think of it like that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's so I should send her a message like, where
but
we
you
at?
know her
'Cause-
personality, so you'll be the best guess on like what angle she coming from. We don't know. We could just guess
okay,
shit.
so peep this. Okay, let me give a little character witness. You know what I'm saying? She a very, damn, I got old people words in my head.
Okay,
I'm
we
trying to think
already
of another
done. You don't even
word.
have to say no more. Most of
No,
the
I'm
women
trying to
in the
say like
chat, like,
she
okay.
very old fashioned. I was about to say meek,
So
but
do you want to benefit from sending her the money? Do you have expectations
she
if you
I
send
mean,
it?
Mm.
I can't say it wouldn't be a benefit knowing she ain't have to ask nobody else to buy her drink.
Oh
But
wait, that kind of sucks though. I mean, that's a really sweet thing, by the way, but it kind of sucks because it's like you don't benefit from her be. I wonder if many guys are like that, but you don't benefit from her being happy that you did it. You benefit from like it doing something for her, like keeping her safe or keeping her from asking somebody, or
Right,
maybe
because you don't know what they might put in her drink. She get somebody else buy her a drink.
oh shit, of that, or she takes your money, get drunk, and end up with another man. Do you expect her,
I don't
my
really
dad's
care
wild.
about that
I
shit.
just like I'm dead.
expect for her
I
to sleep with another man while
I
drunk?
don't really care about that shit. Why? But I really don't think she that type of person though. Like
When
I don't get
Okay,
that
but when
vibe.
Suave asked you to divine her character, you started to kind of think, which makes sense, of course, you got to think, but like it was such a heavy pause. It was almost like she probably could be like great and you could think she great, but it don't seem like you like her like that.
I mean, this the thing with me, nobody. I had to be real with myself and say that, like, I do have PTSD from relationships. So a lot of times, I'm very hesitant. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think 3, 4 times before I get involved in shit. So when it comes to something that I'm seriously considering, I'm gonna pause. Like, hold on,
Oh,
because
you're
I think
seriously
about giving.
considering her?
Yeah, I think about giving in more than one way. When people give me their time, like I value that type of shit. Like,
So
um,
you're seriously considering her?
It's
That's
out of
why you
all of my
taking so much
options,
pause?
like, yeah, she would probably like.
Okay, well then why won't you send her some money? Unless
Damn,
you ain't got it right now, then I don't see if she most serious candidate. Listen, side eye to you, but a silly side eye, but a real side eye. That the most serious candidate you got get a hard pause on $40. Like, okay, you maybe shouldn't date. You don't seem to like none of them enough.
oh shit,
and 40 is a lot.
it is a lot of drinking.
I can give you a 10. I
No,
give
it's not. That's like what, 3 drinks, depending on where you go. Like, cause each one like what, 8.99 or some shit. Like, that's
$8
like 3 shots.
iced tea. You're gonna get a Long Island iced tea up out of me. Here's the $8. You know what I'm saying?
I bet, and you gonna get you a budget bitch. You better work that out.
I need me one.
That's damn right. Ain't nothing wrong with no coupon. Listen,
I
send me
love
her
me a
number. I
coupon.
will get some.
If you got a coupon friend, send them my way.
I just bet. I just bet. Just because she does coupons or she knows how to budget doesn't mean she don't deserve the shit she want.
Yeah.
Especially if
Oh
she's your
no,
most
no, we gonna
serious
be able to get it.
contender.
We gonna be able to get it because we gonna budget all the shit we need. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have enough of what we want at that point.
That sounds low key depressing, but I get it. It's all like solidarity and shit, and it's kind of like
Yeah.
cute, but it's like depressing. That sounds depressing. It's like if I want
No,
something,
no, I'm saying like, okay,
it's like why don't I
if we
just get
can,
it myself? We don't have to have a team meeting. I'll skip that. I'll just not ask you.
you ain't no team player. That's
I
why you
am a team player, but it's like I don't know. Like I don't. Something about that would make me pause. Like if I ask the dude who I'm
two
talking to,
drinks. Where the fuck y'all be going?
did she say drink specifically? Maybe that's why I'm drinking. Like
No, I'm
I
saying
mean, maybe that's why I'm tripping. Like, did she ask you for it to help with a better night? We don't know the phrasing either. Like, did she ask for it for her hair? Did her nail break? Did she just want drinks?
They
What is
do
it for? The Uber?
hold on, man.
spoiling her with a couple of drinks for the night.
Yeah, yeah. She said she going out on time. You mind spoiling me? With a couple drinks tonight. Yeah.
So first of all, her priorities fucked up. Why are you
Man.
going out on the town if you're
Oh shit.
supposed to be at the house? I'm finna send you this $10 and stay home. You don't
You
got you don't have a go out on the town budget right now, sister. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You don't got $40
oh shit.
in the house. Here you go, $10.
God
Get
damn.
your ass a couple of lime in the can,
Damn.
loose cigarettes, and do it big.
I
Do it
can't believe I
on me.
can't believe I'm supporting this because I'm not even like I I can't even drink. I don't even
Hey,
I don't even, you know what I'm saying? It ain't that I can't drink. It's just a waste of money because I get lit too fast and then I ain't really drunk shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck.
So what I'm hearing is y'all basically just want to be single because y'all don't really want to deal with people.
Now I can speak for me. Suave ain't single. So with that being said, it ain't that I want to be single.
don't let me act like I'm not spending no money. That part. I'm talking about my little bro. I'm talking about my little brother and his out of state town girl. That's
Yeah, yeah. Now for me, it's
Swap.
just
Wait, was that a girl in your background, Suave?
that's the queen. I
the most
told you.
most
Hey,
beautiful.
you talking like that? Oh my God. Wow, you only
What?
spent $8 on her, bro. I didn't know you had a girl. I'm thinking you just talking shit. This how you talking and you have somebody to Suave.
Hold
Listen, you on
on
the
though.
floor right now. I'm
40
gonna need you to
though?
get up.
40
I'm gonna
though?
need you to get up.
I'm
Hold
up. I'm up. But
Mm.
Hold up, slow.
you're not speaking for me. I'm giving Goldmine an opinion on what he opened up to us about.
Oh, so he's
And
telling you to do things he not doing.
hold on now. Hold on now. Now I value Suave's, input. Now I'm gonna need you to chill, cause I'm thinking this thing over. You know what I'm saying? And
He gonna send that money. He gonna send
I'm,
that money, ladies and
I'm.
gentlemen.
That's
That
what I'm
money.
just finna
I don't think
say.
he will. I
I
don't
done,
think he
I
will.
done sent the money. Now, this my
Oh,
thing.
you did it.
This my thing.
He said,
I'm an old dude. I'm an old dude in the head, right? So my thing is this: when people ask me for money, and I feel like I don't know if we at that space yet, I usually give it to them, and they be like, I'm gonna pay you back. I'm gonna pay you back. In my head, it's a
Oh,
way
they
to,
be feeling your vibe.
you feel me? It's a way to get rid of people. You know what I'm saying?
they go to
And if she come back around and reciprocate, then I know she got a heart similar to mine. But I'm gonna give you them. I'm gonna
Okay,
give you this
thank you.
opportunity. I'm gonna give you
That's
this
how I know
opportunity.
we've matured over here at the argument league. Okay.
Yes, I have came a long damn way because I would have ignored you about 4 years ago.
Why are we even bringing nails into this Queen Cascade? We don't buy nails. We're men.
Listen, you would pay me.
Yeah, you buy nails and you go out on the town. you want to go out on the town? You ain't even going out on the block. I could have helped.
Okay, but don't y'all go get y'all hair braided and y'all edges lined up, and
Hair
some of y'all
braided.
even go as far as to like be cleaning y'all shoes, clean y'all jewelry. Like, why y'all act like y'all be getting ready to go out all by
Man.
yourselves and like nobody be supporting y'all headed out? But I guess all y'all
Hold
just
on,
sit
ain't nobody ever bought me no Jordans. Oh,
Or no Pippins.
or no Pippins at that either. Them was hard. With the air on the side, I
nobody
ain't
never
have
got your
that.
hair braided or made sure your clothes was clean
But I'm
or
gonna tell you
helped you
what.
out so you could go out.
When I was married, my wife was all purpose. She used to do my locks. She learned how to do all that. So yeah, you right. I always had a queen that put me together when she was mine. It wasn't just no random acts of kindness like what I just did because my brothers and sisters
Send her
advised me.
to the stream yard. Send her.
Huh?
I said, send her the stream yard.
Oh hell no.
Oh, you about to go out on the town, huh? Hey, women women cost money is the overall point. Get used to it, old man. Go.
No, I definitely know, Queen. You remember I was married, so I used to get used to the fact that if I was lucky enough to get $20 out of my check to eat the rest of the week, hey, I was cool with that. As long as my lights was on, my kids was closed, shit, my wife wasn't mad.
Back. He bouncing back. So now that the nigga done bounced back and hit
Man,
the
it's a whole new world out here.
motherfuckers looking out. Motherfuckers like, what go doing? Yeah. All right. What I'm doing. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always looking up. You got that shit right.
It's a hit or miss though. It's a hit or miss. But
No.
keep us posted as the story develops.
No, ain't no keep us posted. I'm about to enlist. You remember how we was talking about what that shit we was talking about with the kids? Damn, what is it called when the parents help the kids find a mate? What they call that shit?
Oh, betrothed.
Hmm.
Betrothed, arranged marriages.
Yeah. I'm about to have an arranged marriage. I need all my good friends on deck. I need each one of y'all to find a candidate. Cause I ain't no good out here by myself.
30
I ain't
years.
gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't utilizing none of my talents. You know what I'm saying? All my talents is based on being a husband, being a father. So, hey, if she got a kid, that's cool too. Or if she got kids, let's say that, because I don't know too many people got one kid. Go trying to balance all his options. And you damn right.
That's called being responsible.
You damn right. My
When he,
co Man,
I,
Swab, my coworker gonna tell me today, you act like you ain't never bought no pussy. I said, hold up now. I do
oh
not
shit.
support. I do not support the abuse of women and sex trafficking. I do not. I do not. But
You ever pay for a girl's meal? You
I'm
ever
finna,
buy drinks to
as
go?
I finna say, now if you say if I paid a light bill, bought a tire, paid a phone bill or some shit, yeah, I didn't did that. But just
Nah,
outright, this $5 or this $40 for this, nah, I can't say that.
man, I ain't never had the intention on getting no vagina off no girl, no matter what the fuck I did.
That's when you get it the most.
But
You
that's
slick.
not my intention. Like, I'm paying this
I
fuck.
know, but you slick.
I need this money.
I
But
learned that later in life. I'm talking about,
no. We jiggy on all of that. I'm jiggy on all of that. If it ain't worth it giving to me because I'm me,
man, come on.
man, because I ain't gonna always be able to do what I could do, but I'm still
Man.
me.
And then you're gonna say I ain't shit because I can't do what I did that time. Like what?
Yeah. But
I
shout out to
don't
you.
know. I felt like I should get paid sometime. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
But what?
hey, I want to send her that link.
Nah, you try to avoid what I just
Word.
said.
We're going out on the town. You're going out on the town?
Like what?
Sound like you
Like,
talking out on me.
nah, you know what I did? You know what I just did though? In my head. I did it in my head first.
What you
I
do?
said, you know what? I'm gonna get her that money. I ain't finna hear from her again.
I ain't finna hear from her again. You gonna hear from her every time she go out on the town.
Man, listen, Linda. You fooled me once.
Shame on you. Fool twice.
You
You
won't
never,
get a chance to fool me
never be
again.
able to fool me again.
You feel me? So I'm telling you right now, now if you ask me have I paid for people to go away, yes, I have. I have paid for people to go away before in my lifetime. Multiple people. It's probably the same people that tell you they know me, but they ain't gonna tell you they owe me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm good for that. But I hope she becomes somebody in life though. She, you know, she
She like I say, she's this is my question. Did she tell you she was going out tonight prior to asking for the money?
hell no, I ain't heard from her ass in 2 days.
Go, man. Request your money back immediately. Request your
I
money
ain't heard from her ass, and
back.
it might have been longer than 2 days. Let me check my text thread, man.
Yeah,
Cause
nah.
you know, I get incognito sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying she called me though.
It's
She
crazy.
ain't called either though.
All this conversation being had. Like, is it okay for a girl to call you and be like, "I'm going out. Can you send me some money?" Right? It was on Fig Community, and like they're in LA, so they was like, I've seen my girl Call of Duty. He sent her.
Oh shit! So this a trend or something?
No shit.
Man, they done fucking got me, bro.
No shit. Yeah, going out
Motherfucker.
there and send some money. Can't do. Is it okay for that? Oh, niggas ain't shit if they can't send you some money when you ask them.
Oh, so I'm the shit. Okay. All right.
Shit,
I'm still on deck.
you done. When she fall off and lose all hope in all other men, she gonna call you.
No, you got me fucked up.
But right now, she going out on the time.
I learned the hard way on that, bro. I feel like no disrespect. I love my ex-wife. Hopefully she never hear this shit. But you ever dated somebody? What happened?
I
What
be
happened?
like radio, like television, so she don't
Uh,
know this shit.
okay. Well, look, I ain't done. So you ever dated somebody or been with somebody, right? And then you go back to their hometown and you see how niggas looking. You see what type of dudes is, you know what I'm saying, speaking to you know what I'm saying? You like, feel like something happened right there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I ever want to date anybody that ain't from where I'm from no more, cause I be finding out I mess around and pick the one everybody in the city like we done had that.
You can't be worried about that,
Man, I'm saying that because, bro, we talked about mentalities, right? So a lot of times, and it ain't just women, you feel me? It's men too. When a brother done been out here so much, your mentality, that's why I said I gotta, you know, make a conscious effort to really try to have a relationship going forward because I'm noticing the longer I'm single, bro, I see one thing that I know I don't want to be bothered with. Nigga, I'm a ghost. Like, man, I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause I got, you know, other responsibilities that I'm already spread thin on. So, but I'm
I
noticing
mean, but
because
if you
I done
don't
been
give
by
people
myself
what
so
you
long. that I'm like that. You know what I'm saying?
But if you don't give people a chance, then why date?
No, that's why I said I'm gonna have to make a conscious effort to do that. I'm
Oh, my
being
bad. I just
honest.
came back and said some shit because I was like, why?
Nah, you you good. I just like I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm about to turn into a monster. You know what I'm saying? Once I get used to just like, fuck, man, you know what I'm saying? And that ain't never been me. I always been a lover, you know, fuck around, fall too damn fast. Now I'm like, man, I don't know if she trying to set me up. I'm skeptic as hell.
That's kind of wild to be like, can I get some money to go out? That's kind of
Didn't
wild.
even offer me to go.
That's kind of
Man,
wild. Like,
wait till I come back in time or
But
something.
they're in a long distance relationship, so it's different. I mean,
That's what I'm
isn't
saying.
that
Y'all
how
gotta
y'all
school
have to
me.
do stuff though? Just like doing stuff
Yeah,
with each other?
yeah. Be having to be on the phone watching movies and shit. You know, shit like that.
if I could pay for us to go out,
Yeah, but if y'all not in the same state.
so can the dude call and ask a girl for money to go out?
Ooh wee. No. Hold on. This a better one. Can the dude while
Fellas,
he out of town set up some for when he get in town?
Oh, don't ask the fellas, cause you know there are plenty of fellas. You know your own friends. They probably hit up 4 different bitches for $20 because they needed gas or wanted to do some hoe shit, and them women ran that shit. You know niggas be in bitches' pockets all the
She
time.
telling
That
the
is not
truth
a
though.
question to ask.
She telling the truth though. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know no niggas like that. Niggas go out on their own money. I ain't never seen no dude call no girl
That's what you think. I bet that's what he said
Shit.
too.
So they don't let you see that shit.
that ask for
And
the they
I'm gonna
ask,
tell you right now.
but they
If
got
it's
the money. They might say, "Can I use your car to go out?" But they got the money.
yeah,
Right, but if
that's
they're
kind of the
finessing a
same
chick
though.
for her ride, how you think they got the money? Never mind. It don't matter.
That's
If
kind of the
they
same.
finesse,
That's
they
monetary
finesse.
too though, Swab.
Cascade building. Shout out to the
The
sisters.
car wasn't free.
Shout out
Queen, you better say that shit though.
Queen. You okay, man?
Hey, good morning, everybody. Or should I
What's
say good
up, Queen
evening?
Cascade?
Good morning to you.
Well, go on,
Shout out to
argument
all the
league fam.
women. Shout out to all the women that let me drive that car when I ain't had no car. Shout out to
You
y'all.
ain't fucking shit, and you ain't give them.
Gold, are you on some Jody baby boy type ish? What, go on, bro?
I'm
What,
trying
go
to
on?
grow up. I'm trying to grow up
to
again.
Jody was a good man.
I am.
Jody was a good. What did he really do wrong in that movie?
Oh damn! Don't put me in that. Jody was doing what he was allowed to do, but at the same time, Jody was doing a little bit much. Swallow.
Jody ain't cheating on his girl and no shit like that.
You allowed when he was over here by mama house?
He was cheating on no girl.
Man, she was sitting on his thing, rolling the blunt.
Baby, it was cheating.
Did you not hear what I just said? She was riding him
Yes, he
while they
was cheating.
smoking, bro. He went over her house, opened her curtains. I'm hungry. She butt naked in the shower. Nigga, that ain't cheating.
Damn.
He showed out at baby mama house. I said,
Damn
damn.
shit. Well,
I
nobody
never.
baby boy shit. I thought that was the
I
point.
was just about to ask what version of Baby Boy did I watch, if it was
The
the same
clean
version.
version. There's more than one version there
Yeah,
is.
y'all watched the clean version. I watched the outtakes and everything on that shit.
I didn't watch all that, but I seen both because it fucked me up. I was like, absolutely
I
inappropriate.
watched the soundtrack, videos that came with the DVD. I
And
watched everything.
I don't agree with that allows thing. I've argued with women about it. I've argued with dudes about it. I still don't understand why people say that, because it's like you don't know if somebody's gonna do something to you. It has to happen
Oh
already,
no.
and
I
then
said
you can decide whether you'll stay or whatever. But you can't like allow somebody. You know what I mean?
no, I totally
Somebody
get
to
what you're
trick you.
saying. I just felt like in that situation they was allowing it. I ain't saying he right because you heard what I said. He was doing too
Okay,
damn
yeah.
much, but she knew he was fucking with his bad mama.
He knew he was cheating.
Yeah,
Okay.
she knew he was
Okay.
fucking. She said little slick shit when they got to arguing. Go to your baby mama house or go to your mama house. Like she know that shit. They ain't going over there.
That was the reason
You left my car at your baby mama house. That's why you can't. Like, come on, bro. She know what he
Right, but if
doing.
she knew, would she be so mad? Well, I guess, but like, I don't know. It seemed like she wouldn't be as mad and as loud and as
It's one of
embarrassing
those
if she
situations.
knew, you know?
loud.
Nah, I put it to you like this. It's one of those situations where parents who got bad kids that they don't say nothing to until they get tired of the shit. And then they slap the kid. You like, dang, hold on. What about all the other shit they were doing? You ain't even say nothing, but now all of a sudden you just randomly hit the kid. So it builds up. That's what I was seeing in the movie. Like it was like a build up.
Are you,
Like, and you just let all that shit out. Like, come on. That's what most people do in an argument.
correlating slapping kids to leaving the person that's cheating on you?
Oh hell yeah. People keep on allowing
Well, the thing is, we kind of don't want to slap the kids. That's the message.
he
He
wound
said,
up slapping her.
Definitely want you to leave the person that's cheating on you.
Yeah, before you get slapped, because he wound up slapping her ass when she fired on him.
Radical she said she wasn't even mad about him fucking with the baby mama when they
Come
was
on.
arguing in the drive-thru.
See what I'm saying? She
It
said
was
that,
that
but
he
you
was
know what
being
I heard.
disrespectful. And that's so sad. She was like, I'll take next to nothing. And he's like, here's nothing. She was like, I said next to nigga. Wow, that's sad.
But you know that was
Down ass
condescending.
Is that a
She
down?
wouldn't mean that shit.
That's what she is.
What'd you say?
Is she a down ass bitch?
Nah, bro, she didn't mean that shit. That was total sarcasm, bro. That's like when your dude or your gal tell you, hey, just tell me the truth. I'm not gonna be mad. Nigga, the truth finna piss you off. What the fuck is you talking about? You not gonna be mad.
I don't like none of the
So
characters.
how is that person supposed to know that you're doing such nefarious things that the truth you tell them is going to piss them off?
What? The fact that you even question it, you know something ain't right. Like when I was in
So it's all
decent
about
relationships, I didn't
people being
question it.
psychics.
I mean, women are very intuitive. We ain't gonna sit here
Is
and play
just
that game.
okay? It all makes sense now. You didn't unlock a new level for me.
Hell yeah. I ain't met one girl I done did something with that didn't call me when like I was like maybe talking to another lady in the grocery store, like we spoke or something, and I could tell the lady was kind of feeling me, but I ain't saying nothing about it. She ain't really went too far. Next thing you know, my phone ringing. Like we be having little connections with each
Oh,
other. Like
guilty self.
my guilty self. I ain't even did nothing, but I'm
No, you
knowing
did it. But I was
some
saying
people.
like you had
Some
to be
people know
feeling
when they
guilty
about
in
to
that
lose
moment.
their spot. Some people know that shit. They might not even can like,
Not lose they spot, girl. We
man,
competing for
you lose your
$40
spot.
and a bunch of questions.
$40.
You was not finna do that to my brother.
Oh hell no!
That is
Oh hell no! This ain't no competing. Hold on. First of all, I got a non-compete clause over this month.
spot.
If y'all hit each
Okay, how
other,
you gonna say
if
it's a
y'all
no
get any way
competition spot,
violent with
but you
each
set
other,
it up exactly like a competition? Like there's spots, but don't compete for it. Just accept
that's
whatever
what I'm
the
saying.
the fuck
If
I
y'all get
said.
violent up in here, everybody gotta go.
Nobody.
Everybody.
Girl, you
Everybody gotta
gotta
go.
go. You
I don't like all that. That's too much stress. I'm old now. You know what I'm saying? I fuck around and have a heart attack, and my kids gonna come see y'all.
The devil is a lie.
God, but
Gold, you're
you
making
said
it sound like you're really
not
old.
old
Like,
thing.
how old are you at this point,
I'm too
bro?
old for this shit, Queen. You already know I'm too old for this shit.
Queen.
Nah, I'm 37 now. I'm too old for this shit, man. Sick of this. I just
You know
yeah,
what's really funny though? You keep calling yourself old, but if I was to roast you, because I'm the only one young
I
enough to do
wouldn't
it,
care. I
and
think I'm
called you,
old.
ooh, dog, you about to hit
Hey,
40, bro.
yes,
Like you
Lord.
would be like, oh wow, your heart would hurt. You
I
know you ain't that
earned my
old. You really
37.
know that.
You can't make me feel bad about mine. You know how many brothers that I gotta go visit their little grave sites when I feel
That's
like
so
you
sad.
like I earned this shit. I'm
It got
proud of
dark.
all of mine. That's why I say I'm old.
I'm okay with my age.
Shit, I'm old, G. I did that shit. I
Hey,
hope I get
Listen,
older.
your girl hit the wall, naughty 40, okay, in October.
Yes.
And
How
I
does it feel?
am
Said the oven always on.
so free, okay? I can't
Yes.
explain the freedom
The
that
oven on.
comes with this mindset now, okay? And I'm embracing it.
well, happy belated
Oh,
birthday.
so that's what it is. Yeah,
Definitely.
happy
Thank
belated
you.
birthday.
Thank you, everybody.
Happy
So if that's what's
birthday.
going on with me, Queen Cascade,
Gonna
I
P
don't know
Diddy
how
to
to
sing happy
enjoy my
birthday to you.
freedom.
I don't know if that's what's going on with you.
Gonna P Diddy to sing happy birthday to you. I got the
Oh
clip.
hell no. Hell no. Don't do
I
that,
have the
Swab.
clip.
Too soon. Too soon, Swab.
That's
Too
too
soon.
soon.
Too soon.
Too soon, Suave.
Too soon, Swab.
I can just about probably deal with 50 Cent, okay?
Oh my god.
What was the question that you was asking, Gold? I didn't hear
I
you,
don't
sorry.
fucking forget. God damn. Oh shit. Okay, so is that my problem? I'm enjoying my freedom too much. Is that what it is?
Sometimes it can be. It just depends on the person, their perspective, where they are in life.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you've got sort of all your ducks in a row, sometimes there's more freedom that comes with that mindset because of how you set yourself up.
People be throwing me out my budget, man.
Welcome to the cattle market.
You feel me? I'm like, dang, I'm trying to regroup right now. I done blew through some bands. I'm like, oh the Lord. These kids. But
Does
nah,
it
I
make you want to
asked,
go back to the 90s or the 80s?
yes, I do. Yes, bro. If I could go back to the 90s or the 80s with my paycheck, man, I'd be that, bro. I'd be that dude, bro.
Is it
Like,
hurt in your pocket that black women now have got boundaries, standards, and expectations?
oh no. I actually get
You
along
better
with
slide that in there like that.
I
Oh,
actually I
That was
actually get
criminal.
along better with
That
women who do
some
have those.
expectations are outrageous. I
Yeah.
have no problem with women having boundaries as long as they're healthy
Hell
and
yeah.
reflect their mental status.
That's why you started some shit. But look, I have no
that's what he's
problem.
trying to do.
I have no problem with women having all of those things you name. If anything, I'm more
The woman,
obliged to support that. And
her,
that's why,
her
huh?
boundary was not to take her to the Cheesecake Factory on the first date. That was her boundary.
Oh hell nah,
That's
Suave.
insane.
Whew, Lord. Don't get me started on
I
that.
mean, I don't know. Like for me, I would say that shit crazy as fuck, but that's for me. Like, what if she actually make money like that, or her family got money like that, and she's
Well, why
just
you ain't
used to
taking
other
me
stuff?
out?
Like, what if to her that's like McDonald's, and she's just saying that, so anybody below that feels like targeted, but that's a statement for her. I don't know
Kind
I
though. I
blame
don't know the
society
situation or
for that.
nothing.
I
of
blame
feel if you don't eat where I eat, you don't hang where I hang, you don't work where I work. So how the fuck did I meet you? If you met me at a Cheesecake Factory equivalent situation,
Oh, I thought this was a dating app thing because I thought most things were dating app things these days.
well, maybe
But
that's me.
hold on. How is we excusing somebody being totally insensitive or out of touch?
What you mean being insensitive? I like that. That's kind of crazy though,
If somebody
because
try to make a kind gesture,
oh, like if you're talking about that one chick who video recorded that one dude, yeah, that was outlandish because all that extra shit. If she simply was just not,
she shouldn't
if
have
she
said
don't
shit.
eat Cheesecake Factory, if that is actually her real lifestyle, and she was just stating that, I don't see a problem with that, like at all.
Hold on.
But
Now
like,
listen,
if you
y'all
talking about
conversation.
that lady with the video and popping off, that was kind
Are
of
y'all all aware
that was
that
a
that
hard force.
Cheesecake Factory situation was a skit?
It was set up, yeah. Just as
I'm
hard
pretty
It-
sure.
it was produced. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now look, even
Start
with
up.
it being a skit, don't
I
act like this don't
Mm-mm, I
happen
ain't
though.
have no clue what was really going on. A lot of things are skits. Did you see the thing with the girl pushing the car on the side of the road and the skinny dude in the driver's seat talking about, no, she bigger than me. And the dude was like, oh,
Hell
they
yeah.
said that was a
They
skit.
do skits
That
all the
had me a
time.
little hot. I'm like, why?
Yeah,
Why about
they do
all of
skits.
that?
But you know, like the thing is, because like even when I first started doing TikTok, I would have to think of different instances, you feel me, that I can reenact. So even though I'm thinking of these instances, a lot of them I draw from what my real life experiences. So like even though they acting these things out, we still know this stuff does happen. And to me, I feel like okay, it's one thing if I tell my homeboy, like, man, she bought me Jordans, bro. I don't even wear Jordans. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when she give them to me, I'ma say thank you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna
No,
let
but
her
that's
feel like,
worse. That's worse than telling her I don't wear Jordans. You saying that would make you a dick. But you keep letting her buy you shit you don't use or give away or whatever. That's a dick. That's three dick.
now I
I don't
ain't
know. Like
look,
that's
now I
worse.
ain't say we ain't gonna have a conversation later on, but on the face of it, I'm gonna appreciate the kind gesture because I realize what she's seeking to do. You feel me? So I'ma support that and say thank you because even if I talk to her later on and let her know, like, I appreciate the fact that you bought me them Jordans now. Before you start looking and see me not wearing them, I just want you to know my reservations about wearing Jordans. You feel me now? If you want to take them back and, do something else with the money or buy me something else, you know what I'm saying? That's totally fine. I just don't want you to feel like I didn't appreciate the gesture.
Now, when you realize that my feet hurt most of the time because I'm at work all day, and I start wearing these $250
You
Jordans,
feel me? Shit.
because I don't
But
play.
they will be work shoes. That's all I wear is work shoes.
Motherfuckers gonna be the best pair of work shoes motherfucker ever saw. Them the retro threes.
Man, you better know it. I done did that shit
What
before.
nigga? What the fuck is you talking about?
You feel me? I done did that shit before. And what be so funny, bro, I be in my work attire the majority of the time. And I used to, like, before I was like so-called hard working, man, I used to think you gotta be super fly to talk to women and shit, bro. You know, I get way more feedback in my work clothes than I did when my ass used to try to dress to the 10s and 9s or whatever the hell people say. I'm like, bro, this shit crazy.
Yeah, once you realize everybody gets approached. The garbage man complaining about a woman right now. He the garbage man.
And he making good money too. You don't even think he making no money.
He only had that job for 6 months.
You feel me? Shoot, the garbage man used to always be on the phone on my street. So I know he was dealing with a woman. Yeah, girl, when I get home, da.
Out of
Shit.
interest, how much do garbage men make in America? Because they don't make that much here in the UK.
What?
Shit, garbage man make good
The
money. Let me look
last
it up.
time I
Last,
checked, 16 to 18 an hour, but that was what, 3
you
years
said how
ago? I
much?
don't know. The last time I checked, it was 16 to 18. That's in Texas,
Oh no, I
an
think that
hour,
shit
and that
don't
was
went
about
up.
2 years ago.
Hey, Siri.
I think it don't went up, especially if McDonald's making 15.
At one point, McDonald's was trying to be big hitters, and they was on some 18 stuff. They dropped down to that 15 real quick.
Oh yeah, they was on the 18 like around the COVID time and shit.
$11 and $20, 26,000 to 46,000 a year for garbage man.
Nigga, where?
Right, $11.
$11 to $20, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
11 to 20, because I know some
is
people
that
that done.
training? Is $11 training? Because why is that there
Because
in 2023?
it says some
You
union
might be right about that, nobody, because they do be having them low.
workers in big cities make up to 80,000 a year. But yeah, it's you're a garbage man.
80,000 just for taking out trash, dude.
That's like
Right,
being
but that's probably some shit like if you spend 10 years of your life taking out trash, now you finally, you know what I mean? But I don't know,
Kind of
sucker
like the
shit, like you gotta
UPS
do what
type
jobs you
shit.
gotta do. I'm not shading nobody, but I'm
Oh
saying
no,
like,
yeah, it's kind of the seniority type shit, like you saying, like UPS. After a while, you can get on the truck type shit, but
so
it take a while.
is $11 an hour not enough? Nobody be.
not currently, not in Texas, absolutely not. No, that's not even possible.
Not
That
enough for
like
what?
That's not enough for anything. Like you have somebody literally spending most of their days, most of their weeks doing something where they can't do anything else. And you don't give them enough to pay their rent and at least eat some noodles and some shit. Like no, $11 does not
Oh
work.
no, I don't think that's what he asked you. I think he's saying is that enough for somebody you to be with?
That makes $11.
Oh, for me currently, absolutely not.
She basically trying not to set him up for failure too, though, because
No, but I've
like the
never
cost
I've
of
never been
living
on
is
some shit that
crazy.
like I be accepting people who not you gotta at least be where I am. It's just that simple because I like that like quote unquote domination thing, but I don't like to say that shit because people think all types of crazy stuff. Like you gotta make me wanna be better. You gotta always wanna be better, if that makes sense. Like I don't
Nah,
know
I
how to
feel
put
it.
it the right way.
I feel it. You like somebody that can kind of motivate you by their productivity,
Yeah.
and
Like
that's
if
a
something
real
happened
talk.
to you, I'm not just gonna ditch you, but like or like if you have a pattern of behavior that shows you having good stuff and you just had to take what you had to take because of whatever, okay, there are always exceptions, but like you gotta be where I am. And like there that we don't even have a choice. Like it's not a choice. People talking about preferences. No, I prefer to live. How about that? And I prefer to at least be able to afford one hobby.
Somebody
And
done pulled
motherfuckers
up
making
a
$11 an hour can't do that. They can't even do that for themselves.
man.
Okay, no, but look, $11
Shout out to all the people working fast food.
they work 12 hours.
Damn.
Fucking brutal.
So like they got a 6-day work week. So what is that? $11 an hour for 12 hours?
It's not like somebody getting a
That
perm.
shit sound like somebody should be in jail. talking about some 6 days a week, 12
Nobody. What
hours
world you
a
live in?
day, and you gonna give me $11? There would be all types of bonuses. That's psychotic.
Damn. So up y'all shit, fam. If you make $11 an hour, man, stop settling.
It's not stop settling. You gotta go with what your life doing. Yeah, and then you gotta pick people who doing what you. Yeah, everybody has different situations. Like you can't. People on the internet be trying to blanket everything. Everything is not a blanket, but it's just
So
like
there's
I
all
don't know.
situations where $11 an hour is enough.
How about I say this? If I have an $11 an hour, I'm not dating anybody. I'm not dating anybody because I'm worried about, you know, fucking survival. At least here in Texas.
But
Like no.
their 11, your 11 with their 11, y'all got 22 an hour.
Right, and we still got 2 mouths to feed, 2 asses to wipes, 2 clothes to wash. Like, yeah, everything double. Like, we still both broke. What do you mean?
He'll say right.
And then on top of that, now I gotta do emotional labor and shit. No, no, no. No. If I'm gonna be this type of broke, I'm gonna do it by myself. That's what I'm gonna do.
Sent that shit through the roof. Because of emotional labor, and I have to. Yeah. All right. Well, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? All right. P. Diddy and Cassie. How 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 what's your perspective on the whole situation, nobody, just to gauge it? I haven't heard you really talk about it. The Cassie and P.
Oh, because I like barely know anything. I know that I heard some stuff about he did something to somebody. I already believed it, and I didn't hear nothing about it. And then I found out it was her. I'm like, he double did it. And then I found out he paid. I'm like, he triple did it. And whatever he did, I side eye him really hard.
Mm,
But
okay.
no, I don't know anything, actually. Like, I don't know none of the nothing. Just off my own muscle is like guilty. Jail. Jail.
Back. I got you. Yeah, because that was one of the things. First of all, it popped up on a Thursday and got settled on a Friday. So it was like,
Oh, he quadruple guilty. Jail.
yep, he did it. They didn't want his shit. Um, and of course, it's supposed. I was hearing there's supposed to be more people that's coming forward or whatever. I think Fabulous is one of them. And hold on, let me. What's the name?
So, I've been following little bits of it over the last. Oh,
Okay, go ahead, Queen Cascade.
what was that? Lord of mercy. They need to talk about
He was
eardrums.
blending stuff, cracking eggs, and flipping light switches at the same time.
Oh gosh, that gave me a little bit of a fright. So
Okay.
I've been following things a little bit over the last how many days. So from what I understand, before the um the lawsuit was filed, they were in talks. Negotiations fell through. She filed the lawsuit, and then within 24 hours, it was settled out of court. Now, on my page, I went through reading the 35-page document. Um, I read it out during a stream. It took me about 3 hours or so to get through it. It's really graphic, really, really graphic. It comes with a trigger warning. Personally, this is my belief. I believe her because of all the things that go on with Hollywood, the things that I've seen here go on with the UK music industry when I was younger. I've really and truly got no reason to disbelieve her with the amount of time and experience that she's had within that industry. And it's very detailed. And for me, as somebody who's worked with social services, with children's advocacy, there's different things that point to trauma, that point to um, it being truthful to me, although obviously it's conveyed in a certain way because of the court document. It's very, very damning, all of it. It took me a hot second to process it. It was very, very triggering on different levels. I don't fully understand about federal and state law when it comes to the United States. So I read the whole document to try and understand and get a better consensus. But obviously, because of the period of time that it happened, she has a certain amount of time to be able to file the lawsuit. So I want to speak to a lawyer because I want to understand that with this, I suppose one of the questions that I have is this, in regards to the statute ending, is it a case of filing the lawsuit so that the statute extends? Because that's something that was a question to me the other day when I was thinking about it. And then the other thing is, because of the way everything happened with the negotiations, and more times still when it comes to these record companies, there's a lot of young people that end up signing NDAs and they can't speak out on what's going on, for fear of reprisals, for fear of being sued and taken to court, for fear of power structure. And then there's other things when it comes to things that happen civilly and things that happen criminally. There's some victims that or survivors that don't want to come forward because there's implications sometimes with these cases and some of the criminal activities that sometimes victims are involved in, like different elements of sex trafficking and other things, can implicate them into possibly getting in trouble. And there's a lot of abusers that will purposely do that because it's a kind of like power and control, but it's also like, if the ship sinks, then I'm going to take you all down with me and I know all your secrets. So some of the things that were in the document, like I said, don't surprise me. There's other people that we've seen these kind of things with when it comes to Weinstein, when it comes to Epstein. The nature of the beast in terms of the industry, y'all shouldn't be surprised when it comes to the whole sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And then on top of it, it's like this dude's got so much power that, he's blowing up people's cars and nobody bats an eyelid.
And he got the key to this.
Who?
He just got the key to New York.
Who?
Puffy.
He blew up somebody's car.
He blew up. He supposedly, allegedly said he said he was going to blow up Kid Cudi's car, and Kid Cudi's car exploded
Mm.
because he was messing
And
with Cassie.
Kid Cudi's come
And
out to
and
back
people
up
be saying
Cassie's
stuff about
story.
his first wife. Queen, do you know anything about his first wife? Is it a conspiracy thing? Like, what happened to his first wife or something?
So I don't know a lot about Kim Porter. What I know is she's got kids with Puffy. She was basically like, to a certain extent, in some ways, like the side chick, the long-term side chick. How I understand it is it Andre, whoever,
3,000.
no, not Andre, yeah, Andre Farrell, is that how I say his
Okay.
name?
3,000 popped in my head first, but Harrell, yeah.
Yeah, Andre Harrell. Kim Porter was an assistant to him. That's how P. Diddy met her. And then they ended up getting into a relationship. But during the relationship, it was on and off. And then there was periods of time where he was cheating on her. Now, lots of Kim Porter's friends have, sorry, lots of Kim Porter's friends have come out and said they believe something happened in regards to the way that she died, and that they believe allegedly that he has something to do with it, as well as Kim was there from the beginning. She saw everything before Bad Boy Entertainment. She saw everything with what went on with Andre Harrell. She was in the relationship with Al B. Shaw. I think she was married for a short period of time to him, and they had a son. And then Diddy took that son on. Um, There's other people that had warned her over the years, allegedly, to stay away from him, but she got sucked into the vacuum. Allegedly, before she died, she was writing a tell-all book. Um,
Oh my
when she
God.
died, that the manuscript all of a sudden disappeared. Nobody seems to know where this hard drive is. Nobody seems to
Stop.
know where these manuscripts are. And it seems like everybody that was about to write tell-all books about that period of time have mysteriously been poisoned or had ill health. To me, there's just too many coincidences with certain things, the amount of power that Diddy has. And then there's other statements in the document in regards to um, allegedly Diddy jumping up in the middle of the night because one of the bodyguards came in and said Suge Knight was at a location, and he went to the safe and armed himself up and went out there to try and get him. I think there's a lot more underbelly stuff that we're not aware of. I feel like over the last couple of years, he's been trying to clean up his image and rebrand himself a bit like if people think of Madonna as an artist, every decade she reinvents herself, she rebrands herself for the next generation. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's how she kind of stays trendy and cool. And P. Diddy's been trying to do that because there was a couple of years ago, there was a whole thing with him giving an awards speech and talking about give the artists their copyrights and give the artists their money. And then, you know, Mace came out of the woodwork and said he gave me a dodgy deal on my masters and stuff like that. So there's been a lot of stuff behind the scenes when it comes to what goes on with his situation and how it impacts other people. But I think it's very, very telling. And then earlier today, I had the thought that there's the negotiations that were happening before the court filing. She had a certain amount of time to do the court filing, but then I think it was also a warning and to get the word out there about what had taken place, as well as I think there was multiple reasons why she filed the lawsuit. I don't think there was just one reason. But you know, I think there needs to be a lot more conversations in the community with the young people in regards to going into the music industry and these dodgy contracts and these dodgy deals. And then there's other things in terms of other history with another young lady. In the last couple of years, there's been a couple of women that have come out and said about, there's a woman called Gina. Apparently, she was a long term girlfriend of P. Diddy. Apparently, she says allegedly he forced her to have a number of abortions, that he was abusive to her. Similar things to what Cassie said in her document in terms of sending her away, allegedly when he would, you know, give her black eyes and things like that, and about being around the family and, you know, telling her to sort herself out in different ways, you know, because of the bruises and stuff she had. But if you go through the document, there's very telling pieces where if people went and really, you know, did the investigations, I think she's given people enough to sort of go off. Do you get what I mean? If you really, really analyze it, because she's mentioned hotels, she's mentioned locations, New York, Miami. She's mentioned specific hotels with specific incidents, and certain names are in there. So I think if people really did a certain amount of digging, if they really wanted to go there, they'd turn up more evidence. And then other people have been coming out and saying how, you know, she's been going through hell behind the scenes. Now, earlier when I sent you the videos in regards to the young lady that was unfortunately a victim of rape and she was drugged, I apologize. You know, I forgot to say trigger warning on those videos. But people always expect there to be a perfect victim, and there's no such thing. We don't know the untold trauma that's going on inside Cassie's mind, body, and soul. Do you get what I mean? It's one thing having your physical appearance look one way, but then you know, the cycles of DV, the sort of mental breaking her down in different ways to the point of becoming subservient. People forget that she was 19 when she had her first hit single, but people forget the work that goes on the run up as an underground artist before that period of time, and then sort of getting that attention and then being shut into that kind of limelight, and then the dynamics of power and control. He's nearly 20 years he was nearly 20 years her senior when, you know, they were in a relationship. And people forget about things like Jay-Z and Foxy Brown, Ashanti, Irv Gotti, Mariah Carey, Tommy Mottola, Russell, what's his name? Russell Lee Simmons, Russell, Kimora Lee Simmons' husband, um, who's hiding in somewhere in India to stop extradition because of his skeletons wanting to pop out of the closet. So people forget that during the 2000s, and this is not me condoning this behavior, this is just me speaking about parts of the history. People forget that during those periods of time, that kind of behavior was condoned in dating younger women. Hollywood likes to siphon off youth and beauty. That's what they do. There's a whole heap of them that are basically like incubuses, you know. And then there's just a lot in regards to drugs and opioids, and people forget the impacts of that on a young person's brain that is still developing, you know what I mean? From the age of 19 onwards, allegedly, you know, drugs, being intoxicated, being inebriated. There's a whole heap of distressing things in terms of um, asking her to, well, I can't say asking, but the alleged grape, the alleged SA, the different levels of humiliation and literal humiliation rituals with, let me say, how do I say it? Adjustment workers, aka, you know, um, prostitutes and sex workers. So to me, it was mind blowing at the same time, you know. There's a lot of predators at the top. Let's not lie about that. They're um, they're used to having certain lifestyles. Hollywood is named Hollywood for a reason. Um, so I just wish her all the best in seeing if she can find peace and happiness and move forward and find some semblance of life, because we don't know what the long-term implications are going to be mentally, physically, emotionally. Some people don't recover from this. Some people are able to, you know, move on from the trauma. Everybody's different when it comes to the impacts, what they experienced, how they experienced. Um, I think the community is not sensitive enough to what is going on, what is taking place when it comes to grape, SV, SA, molestation. Um, there's a lot of the time that it's people who are close to you, family members, friends, somebody in within your circle, but more so through the media and news, it more so gets highlighted about the stranger attacks. You know, people forget that the ones that take place when it comes to family, friends, neighbors, loved ones, they're not as much reported as the other ones when it comes to strangers. And it just depends also country to country, city to city, state to state. But on rain.org, it says in the US, every 68 seconds, an American suffers or becomes a victim of SA or SV. So, you know, when people, over the weekend, the things that I've heard in regards to the amounts in money, um, to me almost are ridiculous, because it's like, I know it's difficult for people to put a price on things, but we don't know how long she's got to live with this. It happened to her, in her body, in her mind, in her soul. She has to live in that body for the rest of her life and manage that body. Sometimes I say some giants we live with, some giants we slay. It's obviously a giant that she's dealing with, that she's going to have to live with. Therapy costs money. Mental health care, decent mental health care costs money. People forget when victims go through these things that it's, if you've got a supportive family, then it's the supportive family that are taking time out. There's a lot of victims that become, unfortunately, they want to self-delete because they're having to cope with the trauma. There's different forms of PTSD. Sometimes victims self-isolate. There's just all sorts of implications when it comes to these kind of things. So I can't blame her for finding the strength and the courage to go after the abuser that did this to her. And if she thinks 30 million is appropriate, then more power to her, because I feel like these kind of degenerates need to be made an example of. And if it was up to me, they wouldn't have any wealth. All their wealth would be stripped to be made an example of, so that it gets driven home that, we're not going to accept this kind of thing. We're going to hit you where it hurts. You used your money and power to abuse and create cycles of abuse and trauma and God knows how many other things. So we're going to strip that away from you. And really and truly, these dudes are still lucky that they're walking around with their genitals for the things and the
Whoa.
way that they violate these women and children.
Yeah.
So that
Shit
might
crazy.
sound tough, but there's a lot of people that don't really care until it happens to them. We've seen what
Mm.
happened with Brother Polite. Look how that teenage girl was treated by the community when her mum and her came forward. Do you get what I mean? We've seen what happened over the past decade with R. Kelly. So we can't
I think you're
pretend.
gonna have to say how they was treated, because a lot of people didn't see that side.
They were treated ridiculously. Ridiculously.
Like they was lying and all that type of
Yeah,
stuff.
all that. Gaslighting, demeaning, barrages of death threats. Still got people on the line, online now saying free R. Kelly,
I got a
knowing
question though.
that he's an abuser. Go ahead,
Right.
sir. Go
I
ahead.
got a question. My question is, how do we suggest that going forward we deal with accusations? This before they get to legal and stuff like that, because I feel like a lot of times, people have past traumas that they try to inflict in different situations that it might not fit. You know what I'm saying? Like where somebody might have lied on somebody else. So they feel like, oh, women be lying, or you know what I'm saying? So I feel like um what is I'm asking, what is the vetting process that women go through, like because I know y'all talk amongst each other, you feel me? Like, how do you know when your friend is telling the truth, or do you just do we just believe each other, until we know differently? Because I mean, I know that's how I am with my family, especially because I don't know them to lie about stuff like this, or I don't have the mind frame to think that somebody will lie about something like this. Even though I've had it done to me, but not necessarily me doing something to a person like this. But I had somebody lie about me messing with somebody I wouldn't. But yeah. But I still don't immediately think somebody lying when they say that though. But I wonder, what's the vetting process on how you know when a friend is lying or telling the truth?
Are you asking me or Suave?
You answer.
Well,
And the
I'll be
chat.
honest. ridiculous o'clock in the morning and I'm tired, so I'm probably not going to be able to fully answer the question in its whole
Okay,
entirety.
it's fine.
But I think it's a complex situation because you've
Me
got
too.
things that are on a societal scale, you've got things that are on a legal scale, you've got things that are about morals, integrity and principle of people when it comes down to it. And then there's other things that are mixed up in the pot when it comes to people's ideas and beliefs
Hmm.
around grape, around SV, and like I was saying, when it comes to quote unquote the perfect victim and how they should look.
Mm.
I'm personally of the opinion, and this is my personal opinion, that you should believe the victim. Um, I know we're in a difficult day and age now with the way that cancel culture is and the way that people weaponize um, throwing abuser at different people. So I get that we're in a complicated situation, but the complicated thing is also, you know, SV, rape, different forms of abuse. It's all different for different people. Although
Hmm.
it falls under one bracket, it's a very large umbrella.
Hmm.
And then there's other things that have changed. People forget that over the last how many decades, every decade, there's been like elements of certain changes to laws. So there was
Yeah.
periods of time when grape wasn't considered grape. Do you get what I mean?
Hmm.
And just in terms of things that would go on when it came to marriage laws,
Right.
there was periods of time in the past where it wasn't considered great to grape a black woman. So we've come up through these different understandings from
Mm.
different communities, from different cultures, and then now, in the last how many years we've had hashtag the Me Too movement and other things.
Right.
So other things have been added into law like coercion. People forget about manipulation and things like stealthing. I don't know if you use that term in America, but
What is that?
stealthing is when, say for instance, you consent to sexual intimate act with a condom, and during that intimate act, the condom is removed without your knowledge.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a form of grape.
Whoa. So people, that's crazy. So that happens so often that people done came up with a name for it. Well,
Yes, this is the thing. People forget that things like sexual reproductive coercion is a thing. I've learned
say it
recently.
again.
Sexual reproductive coercion is a thing.
Wow.
It's a real thing. And I've recently learned, just sort of
And it go
filing
both
through your,
ways.
well, it can go both ways. But like I said, it's
Mm.
very individualistic because, it's based on that person, what happened, when, why, who, and a whole heap of different factors. But
Right.
when I was looking at some state things and some federal things, I think when it comes to sexual reproductive coercion, it falls under domestic violence laws in certain states.
Wow.
It I don't know how many women are aware of that. And like I said, state to state, you've got state to state laws and then you've got federal laws. There was a video that I dropped a link to in the chat, and it's with a program called Jubilee, and it's got this section um, in it. I'd like you to play it, Swab, because it reflects some of the things that are going on in the community in terms of what the young man's response was to the question that was asked. So for me, it's about helping to change the culture. It's about helping to create the safety for victims because you're asking a lot of victims during the things that they're going through, the traumatic experiences, depending on how it's mentally, emotionally impacted them, and then everything else to do with the state laws. State to state, country to country, it's different. And then
Hmm.
the statute at which you can go after that person, it gets even more complex with what's going on state to state in America with DNA kits not being tested. You've got issues out there with backlogs of DNA test kits. You've got issues with the fact that there's been certain predators that have been dormant for periods of time. And then through things like ancestry DNA, they've been able to catch certain predators that were, you know, oh gosh, what do you call it when they do it multiple times? I've forgotten the word now.
Habitual serial.
Yeah, like serial assaulters. They've been able during the pandemic to catch a few that were like serial assaulters, but there's much more in terms of safety that needs to be done because you're asking victims also to put their lives on the line and their families' lives on the line and re traumatize themselves and deal with the judgment and misconceptions and so much more when it comes to society. Hey,
So,
Moon.
so you saying they found somebody through ancestry.com? What's up, man?
Going fly in a building. Shout out to the sis. This the video you was talking about, Queen Cascade?
What's up, y'all?
What
Hey, Moon.
up?
Yes, it is. I think it's at the timestamp 9:01 or 9
Nah,
minutes.
I'm like that. What's good, sis? What's going down, Moonflower? How you been?
I've been good. Where you been at, Suave?
Man, at work.
That makes sense. I ain't gonna hold you for that.
I ain't gonna lie. Okay, bet.
Yeah, I've been out here being old.
I know you shared this video when I did the Charleston White. What's the name? I didn't watch it till afterwards. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, because I didn't know what it was about. No, speaking of Queen Cascade, but okay, yeah, let's play this segment right here, and then we'll go into the convo. I gotta step away for a second, but we'll definitely get into it. Let's go. Um, I guess it's an experiment. They're asking, do all black men think the same? And they're asking a series of questions, and they allow the men to separate themselves to the left or right, depending on if they agree, disagree, moderately agree or disagree, or completely disagree or agree. So
Mm.
this question here is this statement that they're reacting to as homophobia is a big issue in the black community. And I would like, since we got two black men here now, Goldman, is homophobia a big issue in the black community?
Not to me, but I'm not gay, so I can't really say how they feel.
You can't say they feel because you're not gay.
I mean, it's like I'm around a whole bunch of conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? Being that I'm not gay, it's not really too much that comes up that we gonna be talking about. Like, why would we randomly be talking about gay shit?
Yeah,
I don't.
like that's a fact. Taking in the whole, as much as I can see from this perspective I have, I would initially say no, homophobia is not a big issue in the black community. Because we'll talk about people for anything. Like we're gonna jive on you. You know what I'm saying? So if you
Mm-hmm.
because somebody's saying something about but there are instances where people admit that they used to beat up on people just because they was gay. So that, outside of my experience, leads me to know that it's at least moderately a problem. But
Mm.
I do know that gay people are accepted in the black community. It's especially female on female homosexuality, male on
So
male.
they beat him up just because they was gay?
Yeah, I heard people say that. I don't know if they was trying to be cool or they thought that was the right thing to say, but I can't ignore it. I've heard them say that. Yeah, because somebody was gay, we would chase them home or beat them up, this, that, and the other. So
Mm.
I can imagine that does happen.
I
I don't.
mean, given the culture, back in the day, I could see it. I just was making sure that's what you were saying.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it still exists today if it happened then. You know,
I think today a lot of times it's tricky, and a lot of the situation, not to say it's right. I think most of them men might not want to admit it. They might have tricked themselves with what they thought they seen, and found out it wasn't that, and had a knee jerk reaction. Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into this video.
Homophobia is a big issue in the Black community. 3, 2, 1, go.
First of all, look who they asking.
They look sweet.
Oh, before I even get it, okay, my bad, quick ass guy. I don't know nothing. There's like how many characters in the biological wheel before you get back to the same person? Like
It's okay. Take your time. Have fun with it. Have fun with the video.
it's like 62 different people before you get back to the same person. I've never seen none of these GTA characters in my life. Okay, let's go.
Homophobia is a big issue in the Black community. 3, 2, 1,
Man, get this
go.
question. Where they go to?
A lot of us Black men, we will.
All of them went to agree. One of them went to moderately. It seemed like everybody else went to like strongly agree or agree. So yeah, basically agree and strongly agree.
Where they go?
A lot of us Black men, we will rather be friends with the homie that, you know, probably has a rape attached to his name than the homie that's part of the LGBTQ plus community. And I think that that's something that, you know, we got to work on as people, because
I got to.
That was a big leap.
I gotta pause.
That was a big leap. Whoa. We ain't hang with neither one of y'all. I mean, never mind. Not like that. Look.
But where's Fam at? He said we'd rather hang with someone who has a rape allegation.
And let me clarify what I said, because
I hope he said at least allegation. Don't say, oh, he said a rape attached to his name.
yeah, but let me clarify what I said before I, get canceled out. I ain't saying we ain't hanging with each other cause you that. But in a way, it's like we just like we don't have that in common. You know what I'm saying? And I tend to hang with, I don't hang with nobody for real. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't hanging with nobody. So that's just, you feel me? I rather, give me an old lady or get with my kids, chill, you know what I'm saying? Before I just be out here hanging with the homies. I'm too old for that shit.
Eat some straight food. Well, okay.
Eat some straight food.
Yeah, but that was
Now, I know it's a big leap in terms of where it's taking the conversation, straight away.
Yes.
At the same time, I get what Goldmind is saying. At the same time, bro, like, look at what's going on around us.
Mm-hmm.
Suave did the video previously with Charleston White. He was in a car saying what he said.
Right.
And he went into what took place. There was a guy outside the car window and he relayed what he did and what took place.
Yep.
Yeah, we watched that earlier. I was appalled by that shit. Like, what the
So
fuck? Did he say
you've
he
got
did it?
people like Charleston White in the space that have said this openly with pride, like it's a badge of honor. People are hanging with him. People are paying him for interviews. He's traveling all over the country. And he's just one example. Like, we've got the situation with P. Diddy. We've got the situations with R. Kelly. We've got how many other predators just in this YouTube space that have got criminal records, that have trafficking, that have molestation. So I think you underestimate what's going on around you, bro.
I underestimate because look at all the gay people we've embraced that we're booking, who's got famous, blown up. So I mean, I can see that point, but there's still more embracement of homosexuality than rape in my community, from what I've experienced. I still see more pushback of, oh, he did what to who?
Right.
And fam gay? You know what I'm saying? Like, I still see more pushback against rape than I do homosexuality. But I'm like I said, he's standing here saying it, and I take that into consideration.
Right, I respect his truth.
He's seen a culture that embraced people with a rape allegation connected to them than people being gay. I guess there's levels to it, because me, even though I don't see what situation I would be okay with hanging with a dude I know that has a rape allegation. I'm sorry. And as hard as it is for me to imagine me hanging with a gay dude, it's more imaginable than me hanging with a dude.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
For real, for real.
A friend of a friend or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, like, you know, trade a conversation, let a family together or something. I mean, shit. But it ain't like I'm gonna avoid your ass. Like,
A lot of us black men, we will rather be friends with the homie that, you know, probably has a rape attached to his name than the homie that's part of the LGBTQ plus community. And I think that that's something that, you know, we got to work on as people, because my thing is, I don't understand the whole big phobia of, okay, what he decides to do in his free time or behind closed doors, why does that bother you so much? Why does that affect you? Like, why do you feel like it's such like the scum of the earth?
And I also think it comes from religion, because I I don't want to get too controversial with that, but people are very religious, especially in the black community. You know, Christians and you know, when you talk about the Bible, you know, they say, you know, homosexuality is a sin. So a lot of people have that ingrained in their mind. This is absolutely not right. And for a lot of people too, they see, when they see a man, they want to see a manly man, and they associate that with being straight.
Heterosexual men have a fear that homosexual men will treat them how they treat women, if that makes sense. And so they're afraid of that
hold up,
treatment.
pause.
And I'm on somewhat agree
Pause
because I'm
this
rather
shit.
torn.
What
I
the
think I've lived well, men,
And they want to see a manly man, and they associate that with being straight.
heterosexual men have a fear that homosexual men will treat them how they treat women, if that makes sense. And so they're afraid of that treatment. And I'm on somewhat
shook his
agree because
head.
I'm rather torn. I think I've lived a
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I heard that right. He said,
Don't do this shit to me.
This is absolutely not right. And for a lot of people too, they see, when they see a man, they want to see a manly man, and they associate that with being straight.
heterosexual men have a fear that
so straight men have a fear that gay men will treat straight men
How they treat women.
how straight men treat women.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Is there a question about that or something? Are we not understanding it? Like, why we pausing the video for that?
Cause
Yeah.
oh
want to
Lord.
know. I want to. Yeah, I need that explained to me. That
Me
I
too.
heard the words. I heard the words. But I'm saying, okay, straight men are afraid that gay men would treat straight men how straight men treat women.
You know how women always talking about some they can't go to the gas station at nighttime because men always doing
Oh shit!
Heterosexual men do to make women feel unfucking comfortable. They are scared that gay men are gonna do that to them, because who do men protect women from? Other fucking men. So if men need protection from men, that's where they see the problem being as.
Okay, so they said when they go to the gas station, they go be getting sexually harassed by gay dudes.
Yeah, basically.
I've never thought that. That's so far ahead of the gay game to me.
But that's for those dudes who are like, when a gay nigga come around, they're like, oh, this nigga gay as fuck. I can't be around him. Da, 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 da. And you know, bitches do the same thing, but it's not as prevalent with bitches. But bitches do the same thing when they get around a gay bitch. They automatically assume a gay bitch like them or want to be with them, and be like, well, just so you know, I'm not with all that gay shit. And that's assuming that the person even wants you to begin with.
Okay, bet. Let me put myself on the grill. I think that way too. I think that gay women will fuck any woman. If you bring that woman around a gay,
Whoa,
I
Suave.
believe
But they wouldn't though, Suave, because
Hold
they
on,
that's
Suave.
implying that they attracted to all women. Like
You
I like
acting like they not
I don't like
human.
all bitches.
Like, yeah, you acting
no,
like
and,
that.
I'm happy because I'm able to put my ignorance on display, right, and get corrected if it's correct. I really, because for one, I'm a man, right? So when I
Right.
think about that, to me, it seems like, to me, gay people are, I've described them as sexually greedy, bisexual people.
Whoa.
Like, I just want the sex, you know. And then when I think of gay women, it's like, of course, this gay woman wants to sleep with my girl. I find my girl attractive. You're a gay woman and you look like Cedric the Entertainer. Of course
Damn.
you think my woman is attractive. So
Yeah.
Not Cedric the Entertainer.
I know about one gay bitch that look like Cedric the Entertainer. Every other gay bitch I know about fine as fuck. And I
You
mean, that's
feel
just
me? They be
with
hitting
that
on
type
me.
of mindset, you just assuming that they all hoes. Like that's like me assuming that since Suave is a man, Suave wanna fuck everything that fucking walk.
but
Like
ain't that
but we
is
take
that
away the ability of these people to choose when we're not thinking of it in
It
that
is
manner.
what women think of, though.
that's
Right, like they do have the ability to choose. I don't want to fuck with. Like you can't just assume everybody want to fuck with you.
okay, bet. And I appreciate the correction, right? With the proof, the fact, the evidence to go with. But you don't see all these finesse 2 times looking ass gay girls walking around here.
Whoa.
But what they be doing to me?
Oh,
Trying to
okay.
holler.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they could walk around and be around me, but is they trying to fuck me? Like are they?
Yep.
They're not out here doing what men do. Like
I
they
think they're more smarter because they women. They know the.
What?
Yeah, I think they know how to play the game a little
or
bit.
maybe they just don't fucking like me. I just might not be that bitch's type.
Oh no, I'm look, come I'm gonna take you somewhere. And they gonna be in your ass. They ain't worried about it, your little curious ass.
Clarifying that because I had no idea what he meant, and it didn't seem like he could explain it. But he said straight through that they gonna get dog whistled and what was it, cat called?
Cat call, dog whistle, smacked on the ass as you
I
walking
wish a
down
motherfucker
the
would.
Gay dudes grabbing your dick on the way to the gas station is crazy.
Man, wow.
Put his hand down your pants as you walk by.
Wow. Y'all ain't finna be giving me these images.
Hey, they gonna be calling niggas thick.
Oh my god.
I see you in them gray sweatpants, baby.
Hey, Moonflower, stop. Shoot. Hell nah.
But
Okay.
they game ain't even like that though. They do shit like
I know how that game be, fam.
nah, Suave, you done been hit on before. That see, that's how you know you ain't even know it. It happened. It happened, Suave. See, they so like you said, it's sophisticated. You don't even know what's going on.
Shit, sometimes I'm supposed to get served.
Okay, bet. Let me listen.
For a lot of people too, when they see a man, they want to see a man.
Fear that homosexual men will treat them how they treat women, if that makes sense. And so they're afraid of that treatment. And I'm on somewhat agree because I'm rather torn. I think I've lived a life where I'm around very open-minded, inclusive people. So I'm not sure how big of an issue it is in the community, but I know that in the Black church sphere, homosexuality is often made out to be the worst thing that you can be. There's almost nothing worse than being gay. And I think that's also where some of the homophobia comes from. We like to ignore all the other sins, all the other things that the Bible outlines that are not, holy. And then we just take homosexuality and we make it the worst. Granted, the Bible says it's an abomination. I get that. But the Bible says any sin will send you to hell. So
you can't be.
Well, if God wanted men to sleep with men, he would have gave us a clitoris. He did it. Men, find you a good, healthy clitoris.
Man, if they want to suck dick, just let them suck dick on their own.
Whoa.
Oh my
Oh
life.
my god.
No, I've always been.
I have virgin ears.
I've always been clear about my view toward homosexuality. Right. When I was a child on TV, there was a lot of gay dudes that I liked. I didn't look at them as gay. They were fun people. Their clothes were nice.
Right, I thought they was comedians and shit. They was funny.
You know what I'm saying? I like Pee Wee Herman.
You feel me?
Like I like Mr. T. I
didn't even know what they was doing behind closed doors.
I like Balky from Different Strangers. I like the black dude from Off Mannequin. There was no ew, disgusting. But now that I'm grown, I have a problem with men who say they're attracted to men, but they dress like women to attract men who like women. If a gay man is someone who likes men, then why are you dressing like a woman To me, you're trying to influence people who like women to like you, even though you're not a woman, and that is disingenuous.
Cool.
That's not jiggy. When I see a woman coming up the street, it should turn into a man 10 feet away from me. It should still be a woman when they get closer to me. There's nothing wrong with men being gay and looking like a man and being attracted to men that look like men. Stop
But
trying.
some men built like their mama, they ain't gay either.
I used to know a nigga like that.
Hey, shout out to them too, I guess.
Childbearing hips, juicy booty.
Yeah. But that was my problem with gay men. Why are you dressing like women if you like men? To me, it seems like you're trying to
So you trying to fool me, huh?
fool straight niggas.
They do like straight niggas though. That's what they be aiming for. They like straight niggas because they want
That's
to
where
feel
we
like
got a
they a
problem.
bitch and they not.
They want what?
They want to feel like they a woman and they not.
Oh, okay. It makes sense.
But they do say that they go after straight niggas. But at the same time, it be a lot of niggas that claim they straight, but they really gay.
Damn.
Yeah, they be doing gay shit.
Yeah, they be like, well, it ain't gay. Head is head, or whatever the case.
Head is head. Wow.
You know what? I used to be friends with this little white boy I knew that was fucking with this black dude on the low. And so the black dude had him living in his house dressing like a bitch and shit.
Whoa. Had the white dude dressing like
Yeah, and he ain't like when he came out when his friends and shit was around because he was like, he ain't gay. He just fucking, like, he was like, it's not gay or whatever. Yeah, it was wild. It was crazy. He used to ask me for advice, but it was a crazy.
I'll be right back. I'm finna run to the corner.
Nah, don't you leave
All right,
me
that's
with this
fine,
shit.
Suave. I got you, Suave. I get
Don't you leave me with this shit, Suave.
Thank y'all.
Come on, Suave.
This shit was wild, though. That shit was so wild. Well, I would ask you to share my screen before you leave so we can look stuff up, but
I got you.
Let me put something up on the screen then. And we can look up whatever y'all want to look, because you said you don't want to be stuck on this topic, so that's fine.
Nah.
Gayness with Moonflower and Gold Mine. Here
Whoa. Don't put. You think you can make change for me?
Oh shit! Goldman, I didn't recognize you at first, and I'm like, is that that nigga?
know that? Because I wonder why you like, what is dude talking about? Like, she know Gold Mine.
I'm like, that's why I commented. I said, is that that nigga from Facebook? Then I remembered. Goldmine do follow me on Facebook. He's the only YouTube person that follow my personal pages.
You ain't right, bro. I be trying to show support. You know what I'm saying?
You be scared the fuck out of me. I be like, who the fuck is this nigga?
My fellow Tennessean. Come on, man. Chill out.
The crazy shit on my Facebook.
Hey, I try to stay off the page, but I will message people from time to time.
My grandma had called me one time about my post. I was like, if you don't like it, don't look at it.
Oh, you can't be grinning like that. You know, I'm
My
probably gonna
uncle
get her heart attack.
followed me on Instagram because he was mad about something I posted.
For real.
For real. And he drove to my house to tell me how disappointed he was.
Was that bad?
Boy, if you don't get the fuck up off my porch.
What you did? What'd you do?
I was a picture that he didn't like.
You must have been in one of them positions.
He should have been and unfollowed me then. The fuck? You could have kept that shit to yourself and just unfollowed me.
You must have been in a compromising position, young lady.
I heard y'all was talking about that motherfucking Diddy situation. That shit wild. That shit really wild.
Yeah, bro. They said he paid like $30 million though.
He probably did.
You think so?
I mean, he gonna pay whatever to keep people from finding out what he doing.
Shoot, I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised if he paid more than that.
I was gonna say, but we still know what he did.
Yeah, it's just it's like it's one thing for because technically it's still a rumor. It's not a fact yet. If they would have went to court and did all that shit, then it would have been listed as a fact and no longer, opinion or a rumor. Now, like he could still be able to sue somebody for defamation of character.
What?
Yeah, I mean, like if he wanted to sue somebody for talking about it, yeah, because it hasn't been proven as fact because he settled out of court. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, boy. That's some slick shit right there. That's some slick ass shit.
Yep.
Might be me. So let's Google. Is it a trend for women to ask a man for $40 to go out on time, but she ain't going out with you?
Wait, what? But what $40 gonna do it? I'm not gonna ask you for no $40. What $40 gonna do?
Hold on. Queen Cascade said there are some women in the alphabet mafia that purposely go after straight women, just like there's gay men that go after straight men.
Right.
It's very late here. I'm gonna drop.
Because they feel like they can turn you out. That's what they want to be like. Oh, I turned this person out, whatever the case may be.
That shit ain't right.
Oh God, shop in your own fucking department. If you ugly, shop amongst other ugly people. Quit trying to bad.
What?
No, for real. Shop in your own department. Quit trying to bag a
No,
bad
you need to tell. You need to tell.
hurt and she don't want you. And then if you can bag a bad bitch, quit bagging bad bitches and then want to change who she is and be like, nah, you need to put some clothes on now you dating. Oh, you who she was when you met her. You should have left her. Shop in your own fucking department. Why you mad if a girl like a hood nigga? That's her fucking department. Let her be in that department. Don't worry about her. Go worry about somebody that's in your department that's worried about you.
You so miserable.
I'm just saying, if somebody don't fit into my life, bye, bitch. You will be replaced with somebody else. It's not that hard. That's how you know these folks really don't get no play. They pressed. Got the wrong shit. You can really just go get somebody else tomorrow.
You heard? Andrea said the gay dudes go after the dudes that be sagging.
Them niggas that sag weird. I used to stick my finger in folks' booty at school. And they used
Whoa.
To guy used to walk by them. Niggas sag and stick my finger in their ass. Keep going.
Why?
So they'll pull their ass up. It worked.
You is cold.
I was a menace in high school for real.
You was what?
A menace.
I can tell. I'm glad you admitting your truth though.
Shit, pull your pants up. Sagging me in your ass is free game.
What? Hell no, that ain't facts. That ain't facts at all.
Definitely facts. Ask a nigga from jail where that shit originated from. Ask them. Ex Fleece Johnson.
That definitely ain't facts.
Ex Fleece Johnson. That's not facts. I worked in prison. Ex Fleece Johnson.
Man, look, let me tell you something. People in jail, they do similar shit to what people do on the outside, but for different reasons. So I'm not saying it's not a trend, there's a certain trend that started in jail that includes sagging. But in different areas, people did different shit for different reasons.
And no, that mean your ass is free game. We're not gonna be changing shit.
No, we ain't changing. I ain't changing shit. I just
They
know
get
when I was young and we was sagging, we was not trying to sell no ass. We was trying to be free game on the front side, so we got it. No, anyway.
No, sagging is showing it sags your ass, not in the front. Don't even try to lie like that. Y'all was trying to get some dick in the booty.
You got like fucked up. First of all,
it's crazy, go. I did not know you was out here like that, but you just admit.
Yeah, I was
You just
definitely.
admit you was out here with your pants
I'm
down.
definitely a reformed thug. Definitely.
Not a reformed thug.
Yeah. I went to jail and found out I wasn't no thug. I said, You mean tell me I can't use the phone?
Pussy.
You damn right I'm pussy. I'm
Now he
pussy as hell. I ain't no
died
jailbird.
for real.
I am not no jailbird. I can't do it. I can't do it.
You seen them? You seen the senators fighting at the Senate hearing?
Hell nah, let me see.
Day?
Damn, we can't watch fights on YouTube.
It
Yeah,
wasn't no
bitch.
real, it wasn't no real fight. Bernie Sanders broke it up and told him to sit his ass down. But they was
Not
finna
burning.
oh God, Bernie Sanders was sitting right there next to Senator Mullins, who used to be an MMA fighter, and he was reading his other senators' online comments out loud. And the other senator was talking about Senator Mullins, and he was like, "Oh, he needs to stop acting so tough up in them Senate hearings. We can get it time, any place." And so, hold on, real quick. Hold on. Yellow.
Go ahead, man, what it is, but what's up? Can the player just keep being took? What?
Oh, God damn.
What? She must be on the phone.
All right, start me to 3-5 and just start me the rest tomorrow. Start me to 3-5 now and start me the rest tomorrow.
Radical, what's up, man? I'm over here. I'm in Memphis right now.
No, just give me
I'm
the
in
same.
Pine Bluff.
Give me.
I'm in Pine Bluff.
No, I don't. That's your fault.
She ain't talking to me, y'all.
It's not my fault you ill prepared. Be a better weed man.
Oh shit.
Nah. You can't.
She ain't
No.
asked your ass
Be a
legal.
better drug dealer. Be a better drug dealer. Be prepared next time.
Oh Lord.
I got you doing nothing. You wasn't prepared. That's not my fault.
Moon.
Hell no, you bitch. I'll wait in the morning. Go ahead and bring my shit now.
Moon.
I'm not serve me my 3-5 now since that's what you got on you. But I'm saying I text you before you even got off work like 2-3 hours ago, and I told you exactly what I wanted, and you said okay. And now you telling me you can't do it, and that if you have to come serve me the rest tomorrow, that you're gonna charge me an extra $5. No, you don't be an ill-prepared weed man. Drug deal correctly.
Oh my God.
It ain't doubling back because I said you can wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow a new day. Just serve me the rest of my weed. That's why. No, I said serve me the 3-5 now, and tomorrow serve me the rest. That's not doubling back because at the end of the day, if you would have served me the 3-5 today, I would have been calling you tomorrow to serve me again. That's not doubling back because it's a new day.
Y'all niggas like each other. Just say that shit.
Can you please just serve my weed, please? Thank you.
If y'all niggas like each other, just say that shit.
What? What you talking about? Sound like what? Babe, don't play with me because I'm gonna knock you in your face.
Shit, my bad. I ain't know your dudes like that. I would have never said no shit. I ain't trying to start no shit, bro. I be talking shit.
Sir, can you just serve me my weed, please? Because you trying to hassle and have with me. This is not no negotiation. Had you been ready and prepared to serve me what I asked you for earlier, it's okay. Then shit would have been cool. It's not my fault that you're not prepared. You shouldn't have told me that
Man,
that
get
was
off the phone. You done told this, man. All right, bro. We see you tomorrow.
Well, that sounds like it's your fault. That's exactly, but that sounds like a mistake on your end, not mine.
Man,
You got no customer service skills.
You don't hang that phone up.
Trash.
I'm on your side now, bro.
I
If
guess
you
we
don't
all
hang that
get
phone up,
that I'm
buddy.
not. But the thing about it is, serve me my weed today and serve me the rest of what I ask for tomorrow. What am I paying extra for if I'm not getting no extra? I'm getting the same amount that I asked you for earlier that you told me was okay. That's still not doubling back. See, a double back would be if I said, serve me the 3-5 now before you get
What the
home, then
hell,
go home
Suave
and come
go?
back and serve me the rest of it. That's the definition of a double back. You coming back the next day to serve me with the rest of I asked for, that's not a double back.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Okay, thank you. And bring me 2 packs of Dutchies, please.
Damn.
All right. Now he think he finna fucking play. No ho. My motherfucking shit. Oh God.
Oh God, huh?
Oh God. Bring me my motherfucking shit.
Hold
Bring
on,
me
son.
my shit. Cause he
Hold on,
talking about
son.
cause no, I texted him and asked him for um a quarter. He said it was 55. I said, okay, cool. He get off work talking about something. He ain't got a whole quarter. He got a 3-5. I'm like, okay, well, serve me the 3-5 now and serve me the rest of the quarter tomorrow. He like, well, if I serve you again tomorrow, then you're gonna have to pay. That's gonna be $60 then. I'm like, for what? He said, cause I have to double back. That's not doubling back if you coming back a different day, nigga.
Mm-mm-mm.
You got me fucked up.
Who you think he finessing, cuz?
Oh God, you not finna get none of that extra shit. You can go on somewhere. This is
You
not
ain't
in the.
tell them fuck you was from the M? Fuck wrong
He
with
went to
him?
school with me.
Fuck wrong with him?
We from the same area. He know where I'm from.
Fuck wrong with him? Then you body slam him in the sandbox?
Not body slam him in the
Cause I
sandbox.
know you grew up fighting niggas. I know it.
I mean, fighting niggas, yeah. Well, not really. I was nice, but
Mm-hmm. So you say.
I hurt niggas' feelings. Was I hitting niggas? Maybe a little
Bro,
bit.
you be talking shit. I know you done got the fight before.
Yeah, I'm shit talking. And Tanjon, Suave went to the stove. He went to the corner stove, so we can't let you up. Sorry.
We gonna get you up here. As soon as he come back, he'll be back though. Hanging
Yeah,
up with us. We miss you though. We're
yeah.
trying to get him to do this more often. He be off on Fridays and shit.
Okay, I'm back. My bad. Thank y'all.
Uh-oh. There you go.
Right on time.
Look, right on time. We just said Suave will be back.
What time y'all? Oh, okay.
Okay
Hey,
then.
what's going on?
What up,
What's going
boy?
on, family? What's
Yeah.
going on? What it do? Hi,
We
Moon. As soon as
holding it
I heard
down.
Moonflower voice, I was like, let me get up here and talk to Moonflower.
For sure.
Yeah.
I be crazy. Why you asking she fighting dudes? She don't fight dudes. I do.
Ah, I know you out here fighting. I know you out here fighting.
I'm from the Bay Area. You ain't got a goddamn choice. You gotta fight dudes in the Bay Area.
They'll keep them up off for you, huh? So what's
It
your
be that
feelings? What's your feelings about this Diddy shit going on, Taylor?
he was already fucking weird. I just think people just kept it quiet because he made good rap songs, good beat. He putting people on, and that's just superficial to me. I just felt like if you really cared about the black community, you would have put everybody on motherfucking blast. And black men should have been. I don't give a fuck if it's R. Kelly. I don't give a fuck if it's P. Diddy. Nigga, if you touching little boys, you touching little girls, you over here keeping and I guess this Hollywood shit, but we could have been had the power to overthrow anything we wanted if we would have just said fuck your money. I don't like you, nigga. You weird as fuck. I don't give a fuck about your music. I don't give a fuck about nothing because they would have just bowed down to the regular folks. They would have known these niggas ain't playing that. You find out you to mess with someone's little girl, man, that's your head. I mean,
Yeah.
simple as that. But
You right
it's always this. What if this little girl lying? It's too much like, what if this little girl lying? What a little girl gonna lie on a grown ass man for? He know more than she does. Her frontal lobe is not fully developed. So niggas, and y'all know today, niggas be coercing and taking advantage of
Finessing.
little girls and some of them like little boys too. You know,
Yeah.
it ain't just little girls they going after. You know, because they don't want to show up. Like, look, little boys can't get pregnant, so they just go ahead and take advantage of
Whoa.
little boys too.
Dang.
Okay, so it will hide the evidence. So just because these some fucking celebrities don't make them innocent. They on some
Right.
bullshit. And you're supposed to put them on blast from day one. Can't trust them. You got parents that's fucking money hungry, using their babies for bait, putting them in Hollywood. So P. Diddy was waiting for that type of shit. He always been funny like that. 25 years ago, we always assumed P. Diddy was on some stuff. Then I heard my mama goddaughter was out there in Hollywood trying to make it big, you know, cause TLC was her little shit. She
Right.
been
Right.
loving TLC since she was. Her mama was putting her up for modeling and all that stuff because she was mixed. You know what I'm saying? She was black and Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? She black first, Chinese second, because her mama black. So she, you know, trying to do the goddamn thing. She brought her friend along from the same neighborhood we grew up in. And supposedly she was, and we seen some pictures. I didn't like that. P. Diddy had her on a wrist with dog leash.
Mm.
And then the rumor was, and it came from the source, that she was being passed around.
Damn.
P. Diddy would buy her anything she want. But at the same time, he passing her to the next dude. To the next
Mm.
dude. So I don't know if she got out. Cause we still ain't heard no story about her. And she
Mm.
disowned a lot of us. When we reached out to her, she kept her name. She loved her first name. Her name she go by Ray. Her name is Ray Lynn. And
Hmm.
but when we try to when people are like, oh, I like Ray Lynn, I follow her. Okay, those who follow Ray Lynn, when we asked her questions, you're gonna know. She gonna ask if she from San Francisco, from the Bay Area. She gonna say nope. Your mama black? Nope. Cause either she's protecting her mother, cause her mother been there for her since the day she was born. Okay,
Mm.
since her mother birthed her, or you know she just don't want to f with none of us. She picked a side. I don't have to say I'm black, but Lil Winch, you are. Your mama's black. You come from the woman, your mama. So, you know what I'm saying? And the other girl, and I said her name, didn't mean to say her name. She, from what I'm hearing, I heard from the horse's mouth, she started out, she went from the Hollywood to be a video vixen, again, under P. Diddy, but she come back a crack addict. So, you know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, everything about Sean Puffy Combs, he always been suspect. People just shut it up because, oh, long as we like the music, you know, he keep bringing that music. You ignore the fact that he's fucking violating the community. Everybody should be ashamed of themselves. Everybody should be, because it's too much thinking your penis is power. You got money and penis. That's the only thing. And most black men be worshiping this shit. Man, how you know she not making it things up? Why you just can't say, nigga, I don't trust motherfuckers. I don't trust motherfuckers. That's a little girl, though. Because little girls don't just grow up to be fast. They don't. They need, y'all got to learn that shit, too. Little girls don't grow up to be fast. It'd be adults who do fucked up shit around the kids. Number one, if you one of those young moms who kind of now you're in your fucking 30s and you're trying to stay relevant, you're bringing some old ass men around your daughter, trying to be cute yourself. Your daughter doesn't understand what your situation is, moms. So, you know, that's the first thing. And then you blame your daughter for flirting with somebody that is looking at your daughter hungry instead of popping that dude in the face. You don't ever come at my daughter. You can't look at my daughter. If get out of my house. May I call 911? Are we fighting? Should I bust you in the head with a bottle? Because you're not gonna be out of my daughter. That's not what you came in my house for. That or pops. Don't be leaving out these funky ass so-called single fathers. Man, we need rent to be paid in the house. So you gonna pick your daughter?
Whoa.
It's a bunch of that shit going on, but no one want to talk about that. There's people
Talk
that
about
just
that.
don't want to be parents and don't need to be no fucking parents. Nobody
That's
want to talk about
trifling.
R. Kelly's sons. Nobody want to talk about R. Kelly's sons. What about R. Kelly's
Son,
sons? Happy's fucking locked up, but y'all ignore the sons.
hold on. You said son's locked up.
No, R. Kelly is locked up. The sons are relieved.
What you mean
They're
relief?
okay with him being gone. See, it's
Oh,
hard to believe that, right? Come on, let's not talk about nobody want to talk about that. Why R. Kelly's sons happy he's locked up?
mm. They probably was terrified of him.
He done shit. One of them say he done shit to him, and the fucking mammy so-called fourth or fifth or sixth wife is over here just loving them because it's money grab. Not
Mm.
the fact that he did do some shit to one of our sons. He did kept a lot
Wow.
of women, and she ain't in it. First she was. Oh, come on, I was on Nyla's panel. I wasn't on her panel. She had a live stream, and R. Kelly, one of R. Kelly's wives, was basically first she was talking about I'm Mrs. Kelly. Well, you want fuck so you help promote and coerce these little kids and teenagers because people start talking about R. Kelly like a little boys too. So that's some shit y'all gotta start looking up. You shouldn't be too quick to be just cause he made a good beat or a good rap song. So fucking what? If he's fucking hurting the fucking community and we ain't got shit accomplished, we ain't and build nothing. We done nothing for the community except worship somebody who ain't did shit for you. And then when you hear that there's some sexual allegations going on and more women and some men are coming out, then it's like, man, how you know? How you know? Instead of saying, yeah, I believe that nigga did it. He ain't did shit for the community. What the fuck is your car gonna do? Your good clothes. What the fuck does that mean? It means nothing. When you stop worshiping superficial shit, then you're really about your fucking community. Then you can say the black community ain't playing that shit. Right now we a fucking joke. It's an embarrassment. That's what I think about it. It's a fucking embarrassment. So for 30 some years, P. Diddy been doing some bullshit to a lot of people, and it's been ignored until now, just like R. Kelly. And before social media came out, I've always believed they've done some shit. There was on some weird shit. I've always believed it. I ain't never liked R. I was 19 when I hated R. Kelly. So when I heard what he did to Aaliyah, I hated R. Kelly for that. So that's how I feel. But can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's just
That's
it'll
all
be an
shit.
echo if we on mute because you on the Chrome.
Oh. But that's how I feel about it. I just think that we as a community got to take accountability that just because someone got a new album out or they did a good fucking movie, you got to do a background check on them. Fuck that. Stop letting these celebrities embarrass the black community, embarrassing the black men. Then we go after the women. We go after the women. A lot of them are perverted as witches too. And I don't give a fuck about their crying and sitting down to my I didn't know. You did know, bitch. Yes, you did. This is Holly fucking Wood. See, we supposed to be the dumb one that just want to worship you because you got a lot of money. But we can break your ass quick. I won't be your fan. So, you know what I'm saying? Polite, guilty as fuck. He want to be like the celebrities. He know about that shit. He know once you get in, you can do whatever the heck fuck you want to anybody. If you got the money, you come up with some good songs. You get dumbass people to follow you and buy your music. Can't nobody say shit about what I did to any little girl. And that's the bottom line. You think you get to Hollywood, you think you got power. And all this shit is an embarrassment to the black community. That's all.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's an embarrassment. To a extent, as far as being black, but I don't associate myself with P Diddy. He's clearly wouldn't even be my people if we was back in Africa. He'd be from another tribe. But yeah, that's about it and all. And I appreciate.
If he eyed your little girl, it'd been off and popping. He'd be speared straight up through from the neck from one neck to the other.
Oh,
He
he'd been
won't
mad
no
as hell. Yeah,
He
an
won't.
example. No, I don't think no less should be done to him. For what's happening to Cassie. You know what I'm saying? As I would for my daughter, man. I
But
just
you know what, Charles, who all should come out? This should just be her. See, people being too goddamn quiet.
Yeah, Fabulous
Okay.
and Jadakiss is being way too quiet about this. All of these people who had this history is saying P. Diddy be having some wild parties. And all the people who be hitting like, but P. Diddy be having some parties too. Yeah, y'all should all come out because y'all done seen something sick that would give some type of character basis to it. You know how this
Cat
man is
Williams know. Cat
using
Williams
his.
know about that shit. Justin Bieber. When did you
Hold
see
on.
Usher.
Jadakiss did say something about this.
Yeah.
Did you see when did you see when the motherfucker approached Justin Bieber like, I ain't seen you in 6 weeks? Why you ain't called me? I thought we was boys. And the little boy ain't about 15 years old or 16, scared to talk. Yeah, yeah. Nah, the look, he gotta be castrated. They all gotta be fucking castrated.
Not castrated.
Yeah, they need to have nothing. They need to be castrated.
Yeah,
You
when
got
All of them.
I shared
Anybody disrespect the black manhood gotta be castrated.
the documents right here, right? And this
Uh,
says, um, boo, 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 boo. Let me go to the part of the, let me see.
and I'll mute up and drop down. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go do this
you
accounting while I'm listening to y'all. And
okay.
Moonflower, you still there? You talking?
Moon.
Okay, bet. Yeah, it says, section 5, Mr. Combs forces Miss Ventura into sex trafficking. So it says, within a few months of beginning a romantic relationship with 40-year-old Mr. Combs, the 22-year-old Mrs. Ventura felt beholden to his whims and demands. While in New York City, Mr. Combs told the Mrs. Ventura that he wanted to engage in a fantasy of his called voyeurism. Mr. Combs said that it would turn him on if he saw Mrs. Ventura with another dick. He says the first time Mr. Combs hired a man and brought the man to his home in Los Angeles, the man, Mr. Combs, and Miss Ventura wore masquerade masks and ingested drugs. Mr. Combs directed Mrs. Ventura to perform sexual acts with this man while Mr. Combs watched them. He masturbated while he directed Mrs. Ventura and the man to do specific sexual acts. The encounter lasted multiple days. Mr. Combs began to call the arrangement a freak off, or FO. He would repeatedly tell Mrs. Ventura at random moments that he wanted an FO, and Mrs. Ventura was eventually expected to facilitate the location and the hiring of male sex workers. At certain points during Mrs. Ventura and Mr. Combs' relationship, he would insist on a freak out weekly. Mr. Combs would repeatedly tell Mrs. Ventura that this practice was our thing and our secret. Freak offs would often take place in hotel suites, including at the Trump International Hotel in Columbus Circle, Limitage, Beverly Hills, the London Hotel in Los Angeles, the Intercontinental Century City, the Intercontinental Atlanta, the Intercontinental New York City, the one hotel in New York, and in
She
Miami.
remember all that.
Fact, the Mandarin Oriental Hotel in New York and in Miami, the Fontainebleau in Miami, the Beverly Hills Hotel, and Shutters on the Beach in Los Angeles. On one occasion around 2013, Mr. Combs had a freak off set up at the Intercontinental Hotel in New York City, after which he was charged with tens of thousands of dollars in damage to the hotel. Then it says Mr. Ventura was eventually instructed to use websites and escort services to find male sex workers to participate in the freak out. Mr. Combs told Mrs. Ventura to search for large black penises on the website. Sometimes Mr. Combs would pay to fly male sex workers to his location, including the multiple cities in the United States as well as abroad. He required Mr. Ventura and his staff to help him make these arrangements. Mr. Combs' assistants would help set up the freak-offs, including by setting up the hotel suite with baby oil and Astroglide. Mr. Combs always supplied Mrs. Ventura and the sex worker with with opious amounts of drugs before and during the freak off. Mrs. Ventura was given ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and alcohol in excessive amounts during freak offs, which allowed her to disassociate during these horrific encounters. It became commonplace to get IV fluids in the days after and freak off to recover from the excessive substance pushed upon her. Mrs. Ventura was required to dress up in lingerie for the freak offs, and Mr. Combs insisted she wear white nail polish to contrast her nails with the skin of a black man he hired to have sex with her. During the freak off, Mr. Combs instructed Ms. Ventura to pour excessive amounts of oil over her. Mr. Combs would then instruct Mrs. Ventura and the sex workers to speak to each other, and then would specifically tell Mrs. Ventura where to touch the male sex workers. Mr. Combs would say things like, grab that big black dick and ask her, how does it feel? As he directed her to perform for him. So that's the type of shit that nigga was on. Mr. Take That, Take That.
Man. So you saying he was on some Adam 22?
Cuckold shit.
Yeah. Damn.
With some half his
against her will though, cause she wasn't with it.
With someone half his damn age. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, man. Sit back with my lady and find something to watch. Hopefully, I'll see y'all next Friday and Saturday. We're gonna go over Looney Tunes channel and turn it out over there. And shout out to Queen Cascade, Tanjan, and the sister Moonflower.
Nobody.
And Nobody B for hitting the panel.
Nobody at the panel today?
Yeah, she was on early. Yep.
Okay, big.
She said, big.
Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. Everybody hit the like button. It's the boy Swab Boss, man. Black Power, peace. Keep your head up so you see the bullshit coming. Y'all want to say peace?
All right, bye, y'all.
Motherfucker child, and we out.
Subscribe to Moonflower. All right, we out.